Streaming, and I totally ruined my intro, but I just need to get everybody under the rein so I can get started here. Alright, so welcome to Chaotic Calling Streaming. I'm the DM Starwind, and today I'm bringing a bunch of friends with a bunch of homebrew, broken classes, and races to an island in the Southern Isles. This is our Session 0 and a world building exercise. So we will break into world building off and on, so it's not going to be steady gameplay right off the bat. So there will be, the gameplay is going to be interrupted. But let me go ahead and introduce my friends. I have Anime Brett as Merlin the Minotaur.
Yes, I'm playing a mystic, immortal mystic. I'm gonna try to keep myself almost survivability, but I'm probably gonna die myself. Kill myself, sorry.
I have Salmachi as Yagu the Turtle Monk.
As he just said, I'm playing a Turtle Monk. The original inspiration of this came from Kung Fu Pandas, so look out for some of those references.
I have Shaquille as Sylvelis.
Hello, I am going to be a High Elf Blade Singer, though with a Super Sentai twist.
Can't wait. And Paul as Soul Rider.
I'm an Asimar, and I transform Henshin!
I have Razor as Raska.
I'm a Ranger Deep Scout.
Race?
Kovo.
Yeah, okay. And we have Beast Control 17 as Boom.
Hey guys, I'm playing a fighter mystic with a should be pretty fun.
And
A bugbear.
our very own Zareth Yardentex as Nyland. I see you made it in time or no?
Yes, I did.
Alright. Could have used you a little earlier so I could fix my intro.
And I'll be playing Blood Angel Pyromancer.
Alright, so those are our characters, folks. If you just joined the stream, I have a poll taking place, and my players are allowed to vote as well. So the poll started. We have an Ancient Trent, who is the mentor for this gang. Help us give him a worthy name, and your options are: you put !0, you will get Treebeard. If you put !1, you get Steelbark. You got !2, who is Wise Limbs. !3 is Iron Lake. !4 is Mossroot. !5 is Spruce Beard. And !6 is Oaken Sun. So feel free to go ahead and start putting in your vote. I don't know if the vote counter will keep, retallying or saying this vote's going on, but if it does, that'd be great. Otherwise, I gotta learn how to do things still. But while we're waiting on that, we had a world building session yesterday where I bounced ideas off of a few of you. And just want to tell you about the Southern Isles. They are a large series of land masses that are similar to the size of Hawaii per island, and probably could be compared to as Japan as far as they're segregated in like certain angle, but it's not quite that big. Let's see here. And our story will start in a cavern where either it's our home base or our hideout or something, it's just, we got to work that out, map it out, see if this is like a home or a home base or just a place where we work. We know there's a forbidden or haunted island that is very far northern part of the Southern Isles. Before I go into any more of the world building, let me rest my breath and let's just kind of go over the characters we're bringing into the campaign. One of our viewers who I've invited into our campaign, Anime Brett, tell us about Merlin and what's he about.
So Merlin is a Minotaur who was just a little bit too smart for the rest of his clan. He thought he could do more. So he went and excuse myself. He went and tried to aspire to learn more and seeked out the Spruce Beard or whoever the treant was to see that he can get more knowledge
All right.
and provide
So-
more strength.
So what I want you to do is like we're doing a lot of homebrew, so we need to kind of dissect your build.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah. So no, the campaign's going to be starting at level 10, and what we need to do is kind of figure out what I need to look out for as a DM. What's going to throw me off, like so I can be prepared
the
for it.
abilities. Okay.
Yeah. Let's go over what Merlin can do, and we'll go into the
Okay.
backstory as soon as we get a little further in.
Okay. So I have hammer horns. Basically, immediately after you hit a creature with melee attack, you can use an attack action as your melee action, and it's equal to my A plus your proficiency and strength, so it can pretty much almost hit on anything.
Okay, so that's like a
Goring Rush.
battering. That's pretty much like a battering ram with the horns, right? We're just going to try to give them a quick
Yeah.
idea what they can do. All right, Goring Rush. You can. All right.
Yeah, dash action to move your speed, and you can attack with your horns as a bonus action. I have dark vision, 60 feet, mystic recovery. I can heal the psyche points I use that turn. Telepathy. I can just talk to people within 120 feet.
All right.
Costs a little bit. Strength of mind. I can use. I can change the modifiers of save throws from whatever they are to something else I desire for the rest of the day.
That's not broken, is it? So if you know you got like wisdom saving throws coming up, you can convert one of your stats to the wisdom. All right.
Yeah. Then Haunted Psychics at 8th level. You gain an extra 1d8 psychic damage to a creature you attack. At 14th other level, it goes up higher from 1d8 to 2d8. Consumed power, the one that's going to be broken. Hopefully, I don't kill people with it.
Mhm.
I could sacrifice my health to use more psyche points and potentially just flat out kill myself or kill someone else by accident.
Looking forward to it.
So, yeah.
Looks
And
like
of course, I'm.
Yeah, this level 10
Or
stuff,
no.
there's a lot of stuff, so let's see here if we can't hammer through it real quick. Order of the Immortal
So
here. Yeah, just tell
basi-
me what it basically does, and we'll go through with it.
Okay, so basically, I'm going to try to keep myself alive with it. Immortal durability, gain extra health per level of being a mystic. Psychonic resilience. I can start at 3rd level, gain temporary hit points equal to intelligent modifier. Surge of health at 6th level. I can half the damage against you as a reaction, and I can use this after a short rest.
So it's only a one-time use per day, I hope.
Yeah.
All right, so it's like a shield in a way. All right, so what else you got
Yeah.
for me?
Okay, bestial form.
Man, it just keeps growing. Go ahead.
Yeah, it keeps going. Basically, I can gain the effects of the beast. My beast animal handling checks is advantage. I can have beast claws, which through spending 1 to 7 psyche points, I can do an extra 1d10 damage. Then I
Good
can
lord,
gain
that thing is
different.
slow.
Yeah, that's the one that 1d10 damage using the consumed power. I could probably kill myself and
All
kill
right,
someone else.
so this
with
here has like a key point like build to it. Like you use your side points to get all these senses and whatnot. Is that what I'm seeing? I'm trying
Yeah,
to speed this up.
different senses.
All
Yes,
right.
different senses. I can gain different animal benefits, flying, swimming, all that other stuff.
All right, moving on. Brute
Uh,
force.
Brute force. extra attack stuff. If I spend key,
Or PSI in this case, yeah.
yeah.
So you got a lot of stat things you can do if you just spend the
Yeah.
side points for it.
Just-
What's your? Let me see your poll though. I mean, go ahead, keep going here. Okay, so you got like 64 points of this, or
Yeah. Just gain different advantages with brute force, +2 attack, all that other stuff. Imitation, I can change the height of my character. I can dodge better, be a little bit more stealthy.
breathe in,
Yeah,
shrink
there's a-
yourself.
Yes, shrink myself to a inch tall. Yeah, that's something that I'm looking forward to.
So yeah, you're looking forward to Ant-Man as well.
Yes.
All right,
Yeah.
so moving on.
Restoration, I can heal people.
All
If
right.
I touch, I can revive them from health, and can restore life after they die, after a minute. Iron Tail ability, increase my ACs, basically. Giant's Growth, I can turn myself into a giant, big range buffs, all that other stuff, extra health.
So if being
extra
small wasn't
damage.
good enough, you can increase the growth.
Light Step, I can gain more speed, more reach, my speed, of course. And then Adaptable Body, I can basically give people different resistances to like fire, ice,
All right, that's a good way
electricity,
to look.
thunder, and that's it.
Whew!
Oh,
Boy, that was a
now
lot.
everyone else's can go.
Yeah, so yeah, let's see here. So you're a Minotaur, let's keep that in mind. You got 2 horns there to pierce people and tear things up, and man, it's just going to be hard to kill you guys if somebody's ready to raise you, so I think he might have to be a focus of some sort. Alright, so let me see, who's the next on my list? Zamachi, tell us about that Turtle Monk, and while you do that, I'm going to go grab a drink. You there?
Yeah, no, I'm here.
Alright, tell us what...
I was muting a snicker while you were getting a drink after that long rundown.
I know,
Yeah.
right? It's long, and I didn't know how I wanted to do this, and I'm still debating. But like, just kind of run down your abilities, and I've been opening up your character sheet so that everybody in the chat can actually see what's going on with your class. So by all means, just kind of go through the abilities, kind of say like this is what I could do, like how he was doing it. I mean, I think I should make it a little faster, but at the same time, I'm comprehending all this stuff, trying to remember what your class could do. But go right ahead. I'll be right back real quick, but I am listening.
So yeah, I'll go ahead and expedite this process. I'm pretty sure most of us who are familiar with D&D know how monks work, so I won't spend too much time on theirs. The Turtle, however, gives a natural clause. My melee unarmed attacks do 1d4 slashing as opposed to bludgeoning. Turtles can hold their breath for up to an hour. They get shell defense, which allows them to withdraw into the shell, gains a +4 bonus to AC with advantage on strength and constitution saves. While in the shell you are prone, your speed is 0, and I have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. Turtles racially get survival instinct, and that just gives you proficiency with survival checks, nothing too fancy there. At the 4th level, I took Tavern Brawler, so I can get a little bit more utility out of all of my unarmed attacks. Most of us are familiar with that. Monks get unarmored defense.
Yeah,
The martial arts is more about the punching.
Yep, I think everything that's basically monk class we can kind of skip over a little bit. We kind of know how all that works. Definitely, if there's not a lot of homebrew to your class, we can kind of skip through some of this stuff.
It's pretty cut and dry.
Yeah, but you're going to a certain monastery, I believe. What is it?
The open hand.
The Open Hand? Alright, so there you go. You can look up the Open Hand Monk and find out more about Yagu. And with that, let me see who's... Anything else special about your turtle, though? I will give you a little bit more time if you want.
That sums it up for now.
Alright. Shaquille as Savelis, tell us about him.
Hey guys, so damage avoidance is the name of the game here. I've got mage armor with a cloak of protection, taking me up to 19 AC. Start my blade song, that goes up to 24. If I'm hasted, that goes up to 26. And if anything still comes through, I can always shield it to get it up to 31. And if that fails, I can also spend a spell slot to reduce damage with my Song of Defense ability.
Holy smoke, I'm gonna have to throw things at you in order to hit you. Like actual things that blow up in a radius. So
I
it's all
got
about,
that covered.
it's all saving throws with you, friend. So is there anything else we need to be aware of? You're basically a Bladesinger wizard, alright? So
And also, my best things are done when I'm up against a lot of enemies. And no, they're not a fireball.
alright. With that, I guess if that's the majority of your character, we'll move on to Paul as Soul Rider. Tell us about Soul Rider.
Well, much like Shaquille's character, I've got pretty high AC for a sorcerer, and instead of avoiding damage, I'm all about taking that damage and then throwing it back.
Holy smoke. Alright, so what do I have to look forward to try to counter to get you taken care of?
Well, once my spell slots are gone, I mean, just burn through my health. My health is fairly high,
Alright.
but you can just burn through that.
Alright, so any special abilities you need to show us about? Like, you want to tell us about? Like your...
Well, I'm a Scourge Aasimar, so I have my Scourge transformation of Radiant Consumption. I have resistance to necrotic and radiant damage. I can also heal if need be, but as a stone sorcerer, I rely on my my unbreakable body transformation that I get at level 1.
Let me just ask you. Let me ask you real quick. Scourge. What is a Scourge? Like, I might not know all these homebrew classes.
Scourge. I'm not entirely sure, but it's just like the transformation is a 10-foot radius around me that it hurts myself as well. It'll deal like 2 damage to me, but 5 to all enemies around me. No, okay.
Okay, so like is Scourge
Yeah.
your race or Aasimar? Aasimar's your race, right?
My sub race is Scourge.
Alright, so that's kind of what I was trying to get at. Alright.
Okay.
I apologize. Now let's continue with your unbreakable body. I believe that's where we were, or were we further down?
Mostly it's just get AC based off of my constitution.
Makes sense.
So it's
sure.
just a little something a little fancy. Not only that, but I can share my stone defense with an ally, and if they get hit, I can actually teleport 60 feet to them, and then I get a free attack on whoever attacked them. That deals them an extra 1d10 force damage if it hits.
So that's like Lee Sin, isn't it? Put a ward on them. And
Oh my
then
gosh,
you
it
can jump
is.
them.
It kinda is. It kinda is.
yeah, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So let's see here. What else do you have that's interesting? Anything else I need to be aware of that could really ruin the party?
Not exactly. I mean, I think that's basically it. I'm gonna be twin casting spells quite a bit, concentration.
Yeah, but that's any sorcerer, right?
Yeah, that's any sorcerer.
But
Yeah.
like, now if you do double concentration, you do lose concentration on the first one, right?
Is that how it works? Oh,
That's
heck.
how I've heard it work. Like
No,
you can't
you-
concentrate
There's
on
one
2
part-
spells, can you? But there
If
might
you
be.
twin it, you can.
Turn
You
one
can twin
spell
it.
by twinning it on 2 people in that instance.
So then that twin
Yeah.
spell would be considered a full concentration for both of them. Alright. So if anything comes up, you take damage. If you lose concentration on the 2 twin spells, then they both fade. Is how I'm seeing it,
Yeah.
right? Alright, sounds legit.
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
that is everything for you, friend. I will move on to the next person on my list. Raska, the Kobold Ranger, using the Unearthed Arcana version, I believe. Go ahead and tell us about it.
Yes. So I went with the Deep Stalker Conclave, and my build is currently My best round is the first round. I have advantage on everything that hasn't taken a turn yet, and I have advantage on my initiative. That way I can most likely go first.
That would be ideal for your character.
And also on my first turn, I have an extra attack, and that is added on to my extra attack that I get from level 5.
Alright.
So I have 3 the first round. And I also have plus 10 movement speed on the first round. And
So-
I'm also running...
No, go ahead. I was just going to chime in with some random ideas. But go ahead.
And Kobold also has pack tactics, so I get advantage if any ally is nearby the enemy that I'm shooting at. I'm also going archery as my fighting style.
Makes sense. Good stuff.
So in an ideal combat, I should always have advantage on every attack roll.
Alright, and we figured out our favorite enemies. A bunch of
Yes,
humanoids.
Humans and giants.
Alright, so let's see here. Elves and half elves from what I'm seeing
And-
here.
Or the Unearthed Arcana said a type of enemy, but you wanted a more specific. So elves and humans, and you said half
Yeah.
elves would be included with that.
Yep, absolutely. Because you got both of those, I figure you might as well have the other half as well. Plus, you will get a pair of sunglasses for playing the game. So we can
Yes,
see
and
normally when he's...
that will help with the sunlight sensitivity.
Mm-hmm.
And also the hide in plain sight. If I actually take a few moments and be perfectly still, I can pretty much hide wherever I want. And anyone that has to, do a perception to see me has a -10 penalty to their wisdom or perception checks.
Yep, so you're going to be hard to spot. You're not a rogue, but you're definitely going to be pretty close. Alright, so we'll move on from there. Let's see who's next on my list. Boom. Tell us about what we can expect from Boom.
Yeah, so Boom is basically a fighter, but he's not a front lines. With Bugbear and the Polar Master, I can sit like one row behind the tanks and hit them.
Mm-hmm.
And I can also, with the Cavalier, I can protect my friends every once in a while. I think I can do it 4 times per long rest. So I really liked the Polar Master Sentinel feat combination.
Mm-hmm.
Cavalier kind of gets that at 10th level. So whenever we level up, I'll basically be able to do that. Mystic adds some fun stuff. Boom is unaware of his Mystic heritage. It's from when he was young. He is a young guy. He's like 14 years old. Thinks he's in charge of the world, and but with his Mystic heritage, he can become a giant with giant growth. He doesn't have to sleep. And while he doesn't have to sleep during that 8 hours or whatever for a long rest, he doesn't have to eat either. But outside of that 8 hours, he will have to eat. And he has a knack for pretty much anything. Any skill, any tool, any language. You just have to take a split second to focus on something, and he can be pretty good at anything.
Alright, so let's see here. You're rocking a 19 AC at the moment. Using the Mystic class at level 1 and then going level 9 Fighter Cavalier. Alright, so with that, that's our Bugbear. Alright, Nyland, tell us about Nyland.
Well, Nyland is Blood Angel, what basically means is that he is a child of a tiefling and a fallen angel. So I have wings, and I have a move speed of 30 and a flight speed of 40, and I can only fly if I have light armor on.
Mm-hmm.
I can cast Healing Word as a racial, and that's basically it about my race. For Pyromancer, I'm a sorcerer that excels in fire damage.
So basically it's a homebrew off a sorcerer skeletal made. You know, like it's a sorcerer built around a homebrew theory, right?
Yeah, something like that.
All right. So your
So
main
ba-
focus is fire. Let's keep that in mind. Let's kind of go over
Yes.
what things do I have to look forward to counteract.
And
Like what am I?
every time I kill something with fire, I can let said corpse explode, dealing fire damage up to my charisma modifier in 5 feet around it.
Dear Lord!
and
Now we're
set-
playing Diablo 3.
And said person or thing cannot be revived. Besides greater resurrection or a wish spell.
Oh, Raska,
Um,
you died. Oh, let me use this corpse as a bomb. Oh, that was a sad day.
From level because of my subclass, I chose elemental flame, which basically means from level 1 I don't need to breathe, I don't need to drink, I don't need to eat or sleep.
Well, I can't kill him naturally, folks, but don't worry, I'll find a way to do it physically.
And from level 14 onwards.
Well, I don't want to
every
know
time I
what you
use a
could do
fire-
later. I don't want to know what you could do later. Just tell me
Okay.
what you could do right now, because that's where we're at. We're in the now.
That's basically it.
All right. Everything is wrong with this group. Don't worry. All right.
Oh,
So,
yeah, I forgot to add things.
sorry.
Think about it. I don't need air. I don't need eat, and I don't need sleep for
Yeah.
Moreland.
yeah,
Just saying.
you guys don't need to be killed naturally. Got it. Necromancy, here we come. No, but now we kind of got your characters. I too have invested a playable character for myself, and I'm just happy to play. Like, I didn't go off the wall. I didn't go too crazy with this character. I made a tabaxi, and his name is Geoforama the Lazy. And he's this lazy cat that just hangs around with you guys and casts magic spells on occasions. Let me see here. Let me go over. He's your basic wizard. I took linguist because I want him to know as many languages as possible, and then have his own little ciphering thing. Like, he might make like ciphering things on his own to kind of like hide secrets between friends and whatnot. But overall, his I took also divination, I believe, and just to play with the dice, which I'll probably forget to use. But my utility is basically no real damage dealing spells or anything. I got magic missile, I got sleet storm as far as attack spells go, but everything else has like a utility. Picked up teleportation circle because I do not like to walk. I have telekinesis to pick people up because I don't want to touch them. I got a secret chest where I keep all my ball of yarn. A resilient spear when I feel like I need my own bubble. I got haste so people can hurry up and get what I need done. Come on, pronto. And of course I had to take a catnap. We got find familiar, sleep, comprehend languages, unseen servant. I just don't want to do anything. I'll just make them do it. So that's basically Geoforama for you. So yeah, just your basic divination wizard who is kind of lazy, hangs out in the ancient Trent's tree limbs, reading his book, and he just kind of lays about. He might not be actively fighting in all the battles, but he'll definitely chime in whenever he feels like there's a need, because if I have to DM this stuff, I still want to give the spotlight to my players, so I don't want to take that away from them. Okay, so now we know kind of what everybody is and what they're about and what crazy builds they're going to be trying in this campaign. This is my first time letting homebrew go crazy. That's the whole concept of this whole I'm going to regret it later, but we'll figure it out. So, yeah, is there anything you guys want to go over before we start doing, I was just going to spill through my entire stuff that I came up with yesterday.
I didn't know that we got an uncommon item, so can I take the Sentinel Shield?
Oh yeah, that's what we can do next. Let me pull out the old DMG, and yes, you can.
Okay, cool.
So here's
Right,
the.
nice.
I think it was page 36 in the DMG where it stated like if you were starting at a higher level, you can take 500 gold and then roll a 1d10 times that by 25, and that's your starting gold. And then I'll give you one uncommon magical item. And, you know, just mention it to me so I kind of know, because I'm not going to say no to a lot of things, but if it's something I feel like it just does not fit, and, you know, but other than that, there shouldn't be too many uncommon items that wouldn't. So, who hasn't picked an item yet?
Pretty sure a lot of us just went cloak of protection for utility since we don't know what the hell we're getting into.
Yep.
Yeah. So, Boom, what did you get?
Yeah, I'll post it up in the chat here.
Well, you could just tell me. I mean, I know names.
It's a Glaive of Warning. I have advantage on initiative, and I cannot be surprised. And
Is this
my
in the
companions.
DMG?
yeah, it's a Weapon of
Alright.
Warning.
Okay.
And
Sounds good.
to get my item, my character actually made it himself.
Alright.
Just a little flavor in there.
Alright, so let's see here. That's Boom. What did Savelis take? You took the cloak?
Yep.
Alright, and Sol? What did you take? Oh, you just, you told me the shield, right?
Yeah, the Sentinel Shield.
Gotcha. Yagu, was there anything special you wanted? The cloak you took?
I went with the cloak, you know, styled more or less as a traveling cloak.
Gotcha. Nylan, what did you take?
The Cloak of Protection.
Alright. Roshka?
With the bracers of archery.
Alright, makes sense. I am Merlin.
I took the Cloak of the Protection because I'm afraid of charm spells.
Alright.
Over badly.
Okay, so now we got that figured out. And like I said, if you haven't rolled your money yet, like 500 and then 1d10 times 25, you can do that in the dice there if you want. So everybody's pretty much taking Cloak of Protection. I probably will do the same for Giafarama. So from there, we're going to just kind of go over my notes from yesterday, because we kind of came up with some plot hooks, and then I'm going to go over what the Trent's name actually is. So if you haven't voted for the Trent, by all means, get in there and get your votes. Let's see here. So this island that our group is residing on, it's going to be like a jungle-like area with a clearing for cities and villages. We've discussed that the villages are more like outposts, which means there are military stations within the region. Excuse me. Armies, traders, colonizing from both Tynak Kingdom and Perinthia. There's been active skirmishes between the two kingdoms, because they're all after whatever exotic resources they're actually finding in this island region. Let's see, there's also adventurers who gather here who could probably pose a threat to our party, so look forward to that. There's farmland expansion, and it's tearing down the jungle areas. Shaky relations with monster races on the island. There are Dryads who worship Mirthvale in the region, and they are becoming unstable and mad. Our relation with the Dryads are stable for the most part, however, there have been incidents where Nyland might have been a problem. Let's see here. There's possibly other circles of druids that are on this island who are probably asking for help as well. Yeah, you need a reroll on that one, Island.
That was a roll, though.
But he rolled a backslash on it, didn't it just cancel the 10?
Yeah, it did. It just made it to 1.
Yeah, so you're good for 1. Alright, so let's see here. The Turtle race. There might be a village at one of the islands. Like, this is just loose leaf information. And yes, Emmerk, you can help me kill these folks if you like. Let's see here. There's a turtle village. For the most part, the turtles have been peaceful, dealing with the newcomers, being the Tynak and the Corinthian invaders, or whatever you want to call them. They offer trade, maybe suggestion on regions they shouldn't touch at all, but these people, they want everything. Let's see. Minotaur race will have their own whole island to themselves, and they will also defend all of its portions. They will not let any of these newcomers come into their island, and they will be met with aggressive behavior from this race. This includes, okay, so it's a cursed society, though, of Baphomet. Kind of been discovering stuff about the Minotaurs as we were making this, who rules a labyrinth in the Abyssal Plains. And if you've been keeping track of Wednesday's campaign, we had a brief encounter with the Abyssal Plain with the disappearance of Ninny. So what this means is, since there's an Abyssal Plane influence, there's also possibilities of dark version creatures escaping. These can include dragons, giants, demigods, celestials, or seraphims. Moving on here, we have Mirthvale, the god of earth, who holds a decent domain in this region due to his natural worship from the creatures. The wind goddess Kazia is pretty much dormant in, like, everywhere. So, like, you know, wherever you breathe there is where you're going to find her. You might not find her under the ocean, though. That would probably be the only place where she can't really get to. So that means Levianthia will have more power in the ocean, which we will get to, since we're kind of like fleshing out details around everything here. Let's see here. So Ironforge is also worshipped as the true light. If you've been paying attention to the Citadel Kingdom, you've kind of ran, or even Tynek. Tynek's ran into the Ironforge clergy, and you know, these guys are pretty mouthy with their worship with Ironforge, and they try to purify arcane users with fire. You know, in other words, just burning them at the stake. However, here they're worshipped as the true light. The flame is the real light of the world, and nothing could change that, and Illumina is just shunned in this society. Any who worship the goddess Illumina will be considered an enemy on sight for those who worship Ironforge. So, Leo would not want to come down here. Levianthia has worship for any port, city, harbor, island nation, and this is the god of water. For, you know, anybody who enters into the sea, you're entering into his domain. He bends easily to other gods and usually doesn't enact with worldly events, but we might actually see some more sway on this whenever. So, also, we kind of come across what Kulana means. And Kulana is considered to be the goddess of chaos. And there is a cult of the Dark Ring. They worship her and pray for the day that she finally reascends. She's been in prison a long time ago, and recently, about 10 years ago, she's been known to have been released from her seal, and Lord knows what's going on with her. But that's like fleshing out the details on that end. Now we're moving into our plot hook here. So our party has this cavern they call home, or a home base. From here, they help their villages, races, and those of natural area from threats that are from other bestial aggressors, like a mastodon gone insane and just stomping around. We had to put it down or something. Humanoids.
Gnolls, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, anything that's aggressive. Humanoids who are trying to claim lands, and any other threats that the group can help deal with. A year ago, we all met, and this is just me spitballing. Feel free to input at this point. But a year ago, we all met, and it's through this ancient Trent that watched each and every one of us grow up. He knew our specialties, and knowing that, asked for our assistance to save his children. Foreigners were burning down the jungle, clearing land for their harbors. Our group countered and tried to stop the fires, and at the same time had a few close calls, but managed to get the upper hand for a while. Later on, they returned with an army. We fought as best we could, but they managed to make purchase. They started securing land inside our domain. The Trent was thankful for our efforts, but he knew that we weren't enough to deal with the numbers that we were given. The false peace took over, and we were allowed to take land and use it, or they were allowed to take land and use it. I apologize, but new rivalries stir between this point. The Dryads are crying out now because the foreigners are trying to expand farming into their region, and it's tearing into their homes. So that's basically a lot of stuff that I came up for. And I think Amberg is trying to make us choose a different name. I want 5, please. But yeah, with that plot hook at the beginning there, what do you guys think? Yeah,
This sounds decent enough. It's probably going to color a lot of our characters against a general human populace.
mhm.
Then again, they probably won't take too kindly to all of us walking in town anyway, so, you know.
Serviceable.
Yeah,
Mm.
most of us are over 7 feet. Yeah.
And
Well, a couple less. Yes.
But yeah, that sounds like a stable way to start this. So let's see what we got going on here. So let me see. Just so you know, I don't think multi-voting works. So let's see what our name is. Do you want to notify chat? I guess I do. Let's see what we got. Oh wait, did that really work? Wait, our votes didn't count? Well, that's weird.
I guess it's Moss Root.
I guess it's Mossroot because our votes did not count for some reason.
Wait,
Or
but it was
Amber
2
canceled.
for 5. There's 2 for 5, and then 1 for 4, and 1
Yeah,
for
I
3.
see that, but the program didn't pick those votes up for some reason. I don't know why. Let me see what you guys did wrong.
Maybe
You
we
didn't
did it
do anything
before.
wrong. It went the way it's supposed to. That's so weird. Oh, well, maybe it only has like a limit to where, like, if you go beyond 4, it's like, no, you can't have it. I mean, I think Spruce. I don't know. We'll go with Mossroot. Mossroot work for you guys?
Yep.
Fine, we're gonna go with Mossroot. You win today, sir. But I will keep turning to you so you can help me kill these guys. Alright, so Mossroot, this giant ancient Trent who moves very slowly, shambles around. He comes by our cavern very often, which now we come back to our cavern. Is this a place that is just a base, or do we call it home?
I might look at it a mix of both,
Yeah,
at the very least.
I mean, I could see that happening. Let's see here.
I mean, it's where I live.
Yeah, home is where you make it.
Absolutely.
Turtles
And-
carry home on their back, so
And I'm usually in Mossroot's tree limb, so whatever. So, let's see here. So we got a plot hook, we got stuff that's going on our island. Now we need to kind of consider how should we start our day and what would interrupt it. So we know the problem with the Dryads, and they're talking to Mossroot asking for help. And I would say that Mossroot would be like, I don't know what we can do. I mean, we've already went to war with these foreigners, and now they brought more people over, and I don't want to endanger you guys too. I would see this as like an open conversation you guys are all having out in the open. It's probably about midday at this point, and you see about 4 or 5 Dryads standing around this giant tree, along with every one of us sitting right there, or standing around listening to the conversations and trying to pick out what to do. And Mossroot's like I said, I don't want to cause you guys any harm. I mean, you've done enough trying to stop the initial intrusion of these foreigners, but now they're trying to expand into the land of the Dryads, and I just don't know who else to turn to.
Sol's gonna step out after having his arms crossed and just put one hand against where his heart would be. You can always rely on us. We're your friends. And then he punches his fist into his open palm.
Why do I have this shaking sensation? What is his name? Aska or whatever his name is on Black Clover? I don't know.
Asta.
Asta, that's his name. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was the first image that came to mind. Either that or a Yu-Gi-Oh character.
I'm going for a 4Kids dub voice.
Gotcha. No, I just find it interesting to come back to that. It's like, this is the first thing that came to mind, by the way. And, Giafarama's just kind of relaxing in one of his tree limbs, hands behind his back, and just kind of leaning up against the tree, or hands behind the head, and just, I'm up for anything, whatever you guys want to do. I'm just chilling out up here.
So Velas is gonna step forward, and like with every word, he makes an exaggerated hand movement. You can always count on us, and he kind of points a thumb at his chest. Don't worry, and then he puts his hand out towards him.
And Mossroot kind of bends one of his branches and slowly raises up a tree limb that looks like a thumbs up.
Soul just gives a very, like, strong nod of his head. And a big smile just, like, encompasses his lips. It's like, yeah. First thing you'd notice on him is just this giant grin.
Alright. So as this... Yeah, go ahead. Who did I interrupt? I didn't mean to jump in on you. Or I can jump in now, I guess. Yeah, so basically, let's see here. Yes, you're all very anxious and very helpful. Nothing in my trunk gives me more joy in knowing that you've all grown up to be fine young men and women, or... Is there any women in our party? I don't know. Is Nylan a female, or...
I'm still not sure yet.
Because I'm not sure either, because I looked at your picture.
Nylan's a fiery thing.
So,
Go for it. Just do female. Go.
all you young lads, I guess I'll say, because I don't want to assume, and I'll just use the masculine form. But all of you youngins have finally grown, and you've become very strong individuals in each of your own rights. You guys helped very well when trying to push these foreigners off when they first came to our soil. So now, the Dryads are in trouble. They're clearing their fields. How should we deal with this situation without endangering everybody?
Well, you know me.
That's right.
I come here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of gum.
What is this gum you speak of?
Sap. Really baked down sap.
He kind of brings a couple branches close to his trunk as if trying to protect himself. Yes, well, continuing on, my friends. So, who hasn't said anything yet? Like, what's up? Let's get them up here.
Yagu's just observing right now.
Same for me. Same for Rashka.
Rashka's...
Nailing as well.
And so you guys are just gonna be low tone, constant thinking about the situation. Mossroot is just kind of like, he wants to take care of this problem. He doesn't like hearing the Dryads crying. I mean, you got these wooden creatures who are kind of like a pale green to kind of blend into the jungle, and you know, they're like female figures, and they kind of like look like they're crying because they know that part of their home is being burned down as they're approaching Mossroot and his band of adventurers who he kind of put together. And so I just don't know how we should approach this.
Maybe we can put up a special zone mirror, as Merlin suggests, saying that if you pass here, you're violating special habitat mirror. I don't know. Say it'd be attacked on sight if you pass here.
Well,
So
I
set a
think we're
perimeter.
Yeah,
So
past the point of talking though after last year.
and Yogway would know that his people have informed them of certain regions, especially those that belong to the Dryad, to not go into and burn, but they did it anyway.
So I would know that my people have been told not to do it and we
No,
were
no.
fine, or that the humans were told not to do it and they fucked
your
it up
people
anyway.
specifically, in order to like integrate them peacefully, told them don't do this, and then they went ahead and did it anyway. So
But I
either-
don't know if the humans were told the same gig. They just
No. All the humans were told this. They're the ones that's causing this mayhem right now. They're trying to expand farmland out from those villages that they created. So basically, your village of the Turtles, who were trying to be peaceful with these guys, even invited them in to trade. They suggested to them, look, if you come into these lands, there are certain places you don't touch. Don't touch the Dryad lands. Don't touch the Trent lands. Don't the Druids. These. You guys purposely pointed out these aren't good places to be going to, and interrupting the flow of nature. But that didn't stop them from doing it. Now, it might not be the same people who initially talked to your people, but overall the order was ignored, and they went ahead and did it anyway. And that's the humans.
Well, what we could do is start burning their villages down.
Calm down, Island. No need to go burning down the first thing you see. And this is coming from
But that's fine.
Chiafarama.
We can poison the crop field around the perimeter.
Poison the water supply.
But how does that
No.
solve the problem of them currently burning down the fields? Or burning
Well-
down the jungle to make these so-called fields?
Less people to burn down the trees. That should help.
You realize that if you do this, they'll just come back in force.
They did that last time now, did they?
Humans are an impetuous race. They do what they do with little thought to the consequence.
Well, they only live for about, 100 years?
If they're lucky.
They may not live long, but they propagate rather quickly.
Yes, they breed like rabbits.
Most repulsive.
So, from what I understand, there's no peaceful solution to this, is there? I mean, some of us are talking about sabotage, but sabotage might not be a way of teaching them. I mean, I don't know. I'm just spitballing here.
Yeah, I say we take them head on. Show them the error of their ways.
Stoll takes his time to just slam his fist into the nearest wall. Ugh! Don't you guys understand? Violence and hatred just brings more violence and hatred!
Alright, Joey, back it up a second. No. Oh, I love it. Because I'm hearing Joey Wheeler all of a sudden now. It's like, yeah, alright.
We could do a betting system, bet for the land back. Do organized fight against one of their champions against us champions to get land back.
You think they would be so kosher to that type of ideal? I mean, it sounds promising, but at the same time, I don't think they would fall for such a feat.
Unfortunately, they've proven they can beat us back once. They would just chafe under these restraints and ignore the previous deal, even if we did win.
That's true. What you told me about your people already informing these morons not to go here. And here they are. They went anyway. It's like a bad kitten just chasing that. And he just kind of stops for a minute. It's like, give me a second. He pulls out this little chest and throws it out on this limb that, because he's hanging out with Mossroot, and he pulls out this big old ball of yarn. He's like, and he just throws it around like a flex ball, just stress relief as he's just continuously listening to you guys. And he kind of fades from the conversation, so go ahead, continue.
From my understanding, there's no choice but to maybe find some type of special resource that's here and tell them, like, oh, you can find it elsewhere, or
Like,
either that
redir-
or
Like
Redirect
redirect them.
yeah.
So, peaceful means, and then he just goes back to bouncing the ball of yarn around.
And
Though-
obviously, the only resource they care about is land.
And Moss Root's like, fair point. They do seem to care very deeply about this land.
We could send them to the Minotaur's island. They could mess them up real good.
I believe they avoided that island simply for the reason that your people are very resilient in defending it.
They were smart for that decision. Gotta give them that. We are a tough breed.
Minotaur's here then.
Yeah,
Boy, he-
pumps chest. Just a chest.
Hmm. Let's see here. So, you guys kind of continue having this conversation. Let's go ahead and do a round of perception. And we'll see if we can see anything. My cat is distracted, so he will not participate in this perception roll.
This will be bad.
Well, I'm hoping. I'm trying to figure out if we're blind as bats or not.
I got a 21.
This is above average. I'm not used to this.
Yeah.
You know,
I got
usually
a 21 as well.
yeah, and the other two can't.
There's a mix between good rolls and then some +7,
Yeah,
+8
yeah.
mods there.
Yeah, it must
Plus
be that.
zero, yeah.
Must be that level 10, man. Because right now, like
Yeah.
I recall the other two campaigns, I'm like, there's a lot of story missing because you guys don't see
I don't want to
shit.
talk about it.
But
I
yeah,
I keep rolling 8s, that's why. Well, 6s.
you smell the air burning, or you smell like smoke, fire. There's a fire that's kind of nearby, but not as close. But you could definitely make the hint of the direction in which it's coming from. With the perception checks from the majority, except for Merlin, who is probably preoccupied, as well as Giafarama, who is preoccupied with a ball of yarn. The rest of you notice this flame just going up and just burning out one of the fields that are kind of north of our location. We're kind of like in a grove that leads into the cavern itself, and this is the home that Mossroot has given us in order to, you know, like, come here and be part with him. And now he notices all this is happening, and he's like, my younglings, that fire needs to be stopped, otherwise the Dryads will have no home. I mean, if it comes to terms that we lose that land, we'll just have to find them a new home, but it still doesn't change the fact that they just murdered half of their civilization to do so, because all them plants are part of their family.
Bastards!
Are they in pain?
And the Dryads are like, we'll just lose some of our close friends. And there's like a little bit of mourning as they're looking at the fire. One in particular, there's a Dryad, a little shorter than the others, probably a younger Dryad. She comes out screaming, they're burning the fields, we're burning the fields. We need to do something. We can't stop them.
Can't stand around talking about it. Come on, team. Let's move out.
Fine, I can't stand their pain anymore. Murph.
I jump up and start flying just above the tree line
All
to
right.
get a better view at things.
All right, so you kind of go up. So with this, I'm assuming the general direction of the entire party is to kind of go and investigate this fire further, or is there any objections?
I'm
I
racing,
reluctantly pick up my scabbard and equip it to my side, and then like grip my teeth, and then follow after the elf, the blade singer.
All right, and who else was saying something?
Yeah, no, they've kind of forced my hand. Is Yagu there? I'm going to. The fire is coming from which direction?
North from where we're at. Like, we're kind of embedded partway
So it's
into
pushing south.
Yeah, it's coming south. Like, they landed on the north part of our island, and they claimed a good portion of it. Matter of fact, Corinthians are off to the far east of our island, but we have no perception of them. We do know of the Tynakians, who have kind of laid their way up on the north end. Mossroot kind of shakes his branches, and Giafarama's like, oh, yeah. And he puts the ball of yarn back in the chest, and he closes it, and it shrinks back down. He's like, fine, I'll come with.
And while running there, I cast Mage Armor on myself.
Alright. What's the duration of Mage Armor?
8 hours.
It is handy. I might have to remember that.
1 second. I would also do something.
I want to get a perception from Nyland while we're having this look-up session here.
25.
That's a pretty good number. You can clearly see like about 5 or 6 people kind of wafting through, dropping their torches into like the shrubbery, trying to get the fires to ignite. There seems to be spilling out oil to kind of help catch the fire so they can kind of clear this area out. So they're trying to do like a field burning of sorts.
I drop back down in the tree line to hide myself a bit, and then carefully move closer. How far away are they?
From your height, you were able to ascertain they're probably about a mile or 2 away. So you guys got a little bit of time to get to that location and then figure out how you want to approach it from there.
Okay, then I move towards the guys in front of the group. And as soon as I find them, I fly above them. Guys, handful of people, oil and fire, the standard stuff they do.
Alright, thanks for the info.
I climb back up again, and I fly towards the field.
So you were starting to fly towards it. Alright, so what's everybody else doing now that we got the people who can't fly?
I will.
I think I'm actually quicker than the flyer.
Well, it's up to you if you want to make it there first.
I'll be keeping pace with him off to the side. Like,
My movement speed is 40, so
my walk speed is 50. Come at me.
So this
lovely.
aged turtle is like waltzing through the woods or forest or jungle or whatever we have here, and he's just keeping pace, if not only a little bit further ahead of the
Well, I'm
flyer.
using that extra 10 foot of movement to angle off to the side, so we're approaching from opposite ends, more or less.
But
Like, have you seen people go and split
right.
to a common destination? I'm doing that.
All right. So what else are we doing? I heard somebody else chiming in.
I'm gonna activate Tough Hide and Flight, costing me 7 psyche points. And I'll basically have wings for an hour and have my AC increased by 2 for an hour.
All right.
I'm just sticking with Sibelius to make sure he doesn't do anything reckless. That guy's a hothead.
And Giafarama, this orange tabaxi with black stripes, kind of just follows up behind you guys, just kind of putting his claws to claw and just kind of like, well, hopefully we can resolve this matter quickly. I really hate to see this get out of hand. And he's just trying to keep up with the main group. There are other people in our party who have not spoken of what they're doing. Why don't you go ahead and chime in?
Boom is taking up the back. With a determined look into that, he's just marching forward, swinging his glaive around a little bit, warming up.
And Giafarama will turn to you and say, I hope you keep me safe, friend. I don't want to have any trouble whatsoever. I can rely on you, right?
Yeah, stay in the back. Don't get in the way of fire.
Excellent, excellent.
We're a team. We all rely on each other. And I give a thumbs up to my heart, and then give a knowing nod and a grin.
And Giafarama's gonna be like, yes, very, very much excitement in you, friend. You go ahead and
Oh shit, wrong button.
You are the
I tell-
inspiration of this party.
I tell everyone, and go through talking to the mind, we can all do this together. And I start flying above and trying to go with the other flyer, maybe?
All right. Raksha, I think you're the only one I haven't heard of.
I
them.
am traveling about like center, following Solomon and following Soul.
All right. So, I didn't miss anybody, did I? There are
I
a
think
lot
that
of
was
people here.
everyone.
All right, yeah, we do have a lot of people. So, yeah, you kind of approach this field, and you can see like a row of flames just kind of engulfing forward, and they kind of spread out this special oil to kind of recatch anything as it starts to die out, so they can kind of clear this field out. And they got some tilling equipment that's like right there on the other edge where the burning started. So it looks like they're trying to get this field burned away and then try to till into it shortly after if they got time. It is approximately noon. Sun's at its highest peak right now. It's a little warm, especially with the fire going on. And you guys notice about 5 individuals spaced about 40 feet apart, going down as a row, just dropping the torch, spilling the oil, clearing the land.
Could I go to the line where the fire is and shoot out an energy beam of cold?
You got an attack for that or something I
Yes,
can
I
see? Go ahead and bring that up for me. Let me see what we got. An action target creature. You can see it's a creature though.
Oh, creature.
Yeah, I'm afraid no. It says a creature, so.
Oh well.
But let me see here. But you get a
I can
choice to make
want-
it cold.
Yeah, I can choose cold. Just want to try to put out the fire.
What do you think, chat? Should we let him have it? We'll kind of leave that one on the burner for a second while I wait for a response. If there's anybody out there want to chime in, but so far I'm going to say no, but maybe. And no,
Isn't
you don't
it-
count.
If I read it, it is like a single focus point for cold energy.
It's a line from the attack mark red.
Okay, let me see here. So it's like, does it say how long it is? But that's
60
the problem.
feet. Oh, wait, correction, 90.
No, that's how far you can send it. Yeah, so no, I'm going to say that says it targets a living creature.
Okay, I'll just double check reading.
Yeah, because it says it targets a living creature. I think we're just going to rule that. Roll an intelligence check, and we'll see if your character knows this.
Okay.
And if your character winds up doing it, I'll try to figure out some way to make it kind of work. Gee, what ability would this be? So it's not Arcana or anything like that, right?
It's just through the mind. I'm just making a mind energy.
So it would be like intelligence. Well, Arcana is intelligence, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't know if you're...
Well, I have a plus to that, so I could do that instead.
Alright, so to manipulate this psi energy, let's go ahead and roll an Arcana check. I think that would be the only fair way to do this. Alright, so
Okay.
with that, you managed to put out a little bit of the fire. It wasn't enough to kind of like stop the line, and then the guy just kind of looks up and notices, hey, stop doing that. We're trying to burn this away. Oh, mercy. And he kind of nudges over to the other guys where, trying to get their attention. You can't quite nudge, they're 40 feet away. It's like, guys, I think we got a problem. And he's pointing at the group of you.
How far are those tools that are standing in the back?
That's a good question. I would say they're about... trying to figure out how much of this land they would have already cleared before they got the attention. I would say they started clearing at least 50 feet of the land, so it's probably about 60 feet behind them. 60 to 70.
Then I cast flame bolts at their equipment.
You got an attack spell for me?
Let me find that.
Well, when you find that, you can cast it. While he's looking that up,
From 240 feet.
roll me damage. You managed to burn into the wood of the plows, but most of this is metal, so basically your attack just kind of singes the wooden parts of it. Not enough to destroy it, not with a level 1 spell. But go ahead, mark that off. And anybody
It's a
else? Oh, well then, don't mark it off.
So we're all theater of the mind right now. Could we get approximate positionings of shit?
Well, whenever, like, next session I plan on having tokens ready. Like, I just didn't have it, like, a lot of material ready. Let's see here, what can we use? We'll use Boom here, as he's using the Bugbear default token to indicate where you guys are. So, we'll use... bring out our fox friend from Tynek. So you're wanting to know how far you guys are from them, right? Or what are you asking me?
I was trying to get an idea of the general standing of things because I was separate, as was Flyers, I believe.
Okay, so those who do not want to be seen, let me get stealth checks.
I don't need that.
Yeah, I'm approaching with some speed. It might as well just give it a run, you know.
Alright.
My natural walking speed, but it's still quicker than they'd expect.
Absolutely. You're a little bit light on your feet. Let's see here. So you're a flaming torch. I don't think you can hide.
Yes, I know, but I'm like really far away. They still see me.
They see you, but the other two, you guys are pretty much hidden away. The rest of your group is revealed. I would say you guys approach about 35 feet away from, like, in this vicinity where, like, they're 35 feet away from you when you finally approach them and they notice some of you. Now, the equipment itself that you are attacking, like I said, it was about, what, all the way at the top of the map. So, way up here, at the very top, is where the equipment's at. So, this is the relation. So there's like a group about 40 feet apart, so let's see how that looks, shall we? Alright, so that's the relation of how it looks like. And there's a total of 5 of them. So you got
Point
one...
out accusingly to the main group. Stop what you're doing! And then I like take a minute to like look around at the burning like cinders and all that floating around me. Right now!
Alright. Let me get a... They look up at you and it's like, are they gonna attack us? What do we do? Should we stop? We need to run back? Might need to run. So they look like they're probably gonna run from you guys. What do you want to do?
I want to try to get their stuff and take it, I guess.
Alright. Who's this?
I don't have my own individual. I don't have my own individual token or a...
No, we're not running tokens or anything. This is all, like, I'll show you the layout of how everything looks, but as far as this goes, we're going to stick with the theater for now. Like, this was just an improv, you know, I didn't have it ready. So, and I don't have your tokens ready, but we'll get that fixed next week for sure. You know.
As I start to run away.
Yeah, I'm quicker in stealth, so I'm gonna go ahead and get said tools.
Alright, now,
Yes.
whenever I say these tools are back there, they're not just like things you could just instantly pick up. Like, they got oxes connected to a giant plow, or they have the oxes off to the side. They're not tied up at the moment. And then you got
If the
these
oxes
giant...
aren't tied, you know, slap them on the ass and get them to run somewhere.
Once you untie
Like
them, you
scatter-
can, yeah.
Yeah, untie them. I'm gonna cut through the strings with a claw, the ropes.
Alright. Alright, so you're gonna scatter their ox. So yeah, this equipment here is like, it's not shovel or anything, it's like big old plows that are big heavy metal that goes right into the earth. I mean, think tractor stuff, you know?
Well, they don't have the oxes,
I
they can't move the tools.
I
Absolutely.
can move it.
But what do you want to do? I mean, you got these 5 frightened people who are debating on running away, and you guys want to tamper with the equipment?
I'm doing that. I don't
I'm
know
gonna
what the
just move
others.
the equipment with a strength.
You're not getting very far with that strength check.
Yep.
You must have missed leg day or something.
Any shiny tools that they might have?
Make an investigation. Well, as far as shine goes, these things are pretty much made out of iron, cast iron or sorts. I mean, there's also like shovels and pickaxes that are off to the side, but you know, like the major tools are the plow itself.
I'm just. Never mind.
No, by all means, what do you want to do?
Nothing.
All right, moving on.
When they like look ready to run, Savelis is gonna shout, "You're not getting away that easy!" and start running towards them.
Yeah, Savelis, why? And then I'm gonna chase after him.
Let me.
I'll follow. Boom will follow.
Can I investigate to see what type of people they are? Like just
Absolutely.
normal people.
Go ahead, make an investigation. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
These humans, they all look the same.
Like I'm. Never
Yeah, I
mind,
mean, you
still
can't
won't
even
do it.
tell if it's an elf, half elf, dwarf. You're like, yeah, they're all the same. You're a proud race. You don't really care.
Just out of common knowledge, they're running, right?
They're about
what?
to. I just need to get an intimidation
Well-
check from the whoever wants to make it.
The way that I think they're going to run is their water there.
They're probably going to run towards the tools and past that, since it's all in the north. And the city that they're probably doing it from is also there in the north. In the north. In the north.
And is there water to the north? Like, are they going to have to cross a river or anything?
No. Like, you guys are close to the ocean line, but, you know, you're further inland a little bit. Yeah, I'll get it later. Sorry about that. Had a quick interruption. Let's see here. So what's happening with the tools? And then I need an intimidation check from whoever made the initial shout to the guys. And you can do it at advantage since you had help from your other comrades.
Oh,
Was that?
that
Was that?
23?
Oh, nice.
Nice, nice. So you come in there, roar, and just kind of scare these guys.
Rawr.
So these guys are like dropping what they got. Torches hit the ground with the oil. There's small explosions where they left the tools, and then all of a sudden they jolt the other way, and they're starting to run towards the tools. Those who are by the tools, do you want to do anything to these guys before they head all the way north?
I've already scattered their beast of burden them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
their oxes are already scattered.
I'm content to let them pass. I have no further quarrel with them.
Alright.
They're leaving.
And with
Yeah.
that, these 5 guys run back to town. And as you look where they're running and see, you could see the outpost. It has these wooden walls outlining the border, leading all the way up to the northern part of this coast. It's approximately maybe 500 feet away from you. But definitely can make that out. And that looks like where they're heading. The ox kind of ran into the jungle region, heading east. And you guys have the tools there with you. The fire is still burning, but it looks like if you let it go, it might put itself out. but
I'm going to cast Control Flames and try to put it out.
all right, let me get an Arcana check from you. And with that, you manage to take this roll of flame, holds it, and make it go out. There's a soft cheer from behind the line where these dryads were kind of watching you guys work. And you guys were kind of like looked at instantly like you just saved their home. And they were like, yay, yay. And GF Ram was like, it's not done yet, children. It's not done yet. I mean, we just stopped them for today. What if they continue? Most concerning, most concerning. What does the rest of the party want to do at this point? We can just have a big old powwow and talk it out if you want.
I
Yeah,
will
so-
slowly amble my way back in.
Alright, and what else?
At previous speed, not going that full length, just casual.
And who else was saying something?
I was just saying Soul's a fan of talking it out.
Alright. So, and GF Rama will kind of gather you guys up and kind of put you into like a huddle of sorts and kind of look to each of you. Scare these guys off. It's a start. Stop the flames for today. But we all know that's not going to be the end of this. Do we try to find a way to talk to them and explain to them what they're doing? Or...
I doubt they will listen.
And I'm sure you would be the one to teach them.
Hey, if anything gets a point across, it is hurting someone.
He kind of flicks his left ear. Is like, yes, I'm well aware of that. As if something happened in the past.
Yeah, they came to our home and started burning things. We need to go to their home and hit them where it hurts.
I thought we already established violence was not the answer.
We can ask them kindly one last time.
Have you never heard the phrase an eye for an eye?
Oh, no. Friend, calm down. Screaming like that's gonna be bad for your blood pressure. Please. Or bad
If
for
we
mine.
all went by an eye for an eye, we'd all be blind.
Some might be better that way.
They'd have to get to my eye first.
Valis, you're not untouchable!
I say we pray toward the town and say again, we didn't hurt those people, we just want to stop the burning. We have enough land. I say we do that.
Alright, let me get perception checks from everybody as we're having this conversation.
Natural 20.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
and there's a couple of natural 20s in there. Even Mood. Oh no, Boom, I'm sorry. Boom got it. What, you hear the gates opening to this city that's a little ways away from your village. And there are soldiers who are marching out in an orderly fashion. You can see 5 soldiers with tower shields in the front line, and then there's 5 more soldiers behind them, spears in hand, and then 5 more behind them, spears in hand, and it looks like a regiment is starting to come out to approach.
See, they're already taking the offensive. What choice do we have?
We'll ask them kindly one time.
Taking the offensive, the only thing those people would have said is they were approached by a bunch of what they would see as monsters.
They're approaching, they're
Well, yeah,
starting out 500 feet away, so now they are gaining in. We're going to say...
you're the most calm person to talk to them. Maybe you can try them one last time to persuade them.
I'll move towards him then, the hell with it.
and I walk beside him.
Can you not be a massive flaming dickhead? Because if they see a turtle and a fireman, they might not be the happiest.
Kind of has a point.
Alright, so you guys move in. How close to them do you want to get before you try to open up channels of communication?
I'm assuming they'll stop when they see us.
You assume so much. But when do you want to start talking to them? How far away do you want them to be before you start to get their attention to stop them? Because otherwise they will just keep marching until they're right on top of you.
I figured, well, how far would the voice carry in this environment? Because you didn't say there was a clear path or anything.
No, it's pretty clear because they cleared all this land out. So yeah, you would be able to get your voice out over like 100 feet or so.
I want to be within 120 feet of them.
Alright.
I'm about 10 feet behind the policeman who's in front.
So I'm going to say as you guys are approaching, I'm just going to kind of
So I'll start-
close the distance and then you just kind of tell me when you're ready to interact. So,
Well, I was gonna start hailing at 60, and if they made no motion,
so
then
you're gonna wait
again, yeah.
This is going to be tricky. I tell you what, let's just roll initiative. And I will see if I can't find something for us.
This is not something I'm good at, apparently.
No, was let them put up the initiative counter first.
Yeah,
Wait, do I need
yeah,
to do
this is
that?
why
I
we need
thought-
token.
Oh crap, that is true. Well, you can move your character onto the sheet. It'll just be that blue-looking man. Oh, so if I
that
just
actually-
look that, it just looks up soldier. Huh.
I meant to be rolling this with advantage, but I don't think it did.
Just
No,
roll.
it did. It did.
Okay.
They were just both really bad.
Sir, get your stuff together.
Well, I
You-
didn't plan for
I
us
gave
to-
you a picture like 5 days ago.
And I told you,
Whoa,
I'm not
a nat
doing
one?
anything in this freaking campaign except for throwing you guys out here. Let's see here. I need to find a humanoid type creature to make these soldiers that isn't overpowered, or maybe they should be.
I mean, if they're just city guards, I'd assume they're, you know, 1st or 4th level, you know, martial NPCs. Because this is a fresh outpost, not a, you know, strong encampment or, you know, citadel. Like, they haven't cleared land for a farm, they don't have, you know.
Yeah, but there is
Should be around
army presence, so they
They
could
should be
actually
around
be high trained soldiers.
Alright, we'll use these guys and may God rest their soul. We're just gonna throw a bunch of these down real quick.
We should probably move them up some so we can space this shit out. And the foxes can probably go as well.
Yeah, I'll get all
Did you
that.
put the initiative counter up?
Not yet. Apparently, I'm trying to plot this out real quick. Or did you pull your token over? Just pull your blue man token over if you don't have a token. Like, drag your character sheet out. You'll be able to put it on the map. And the counter is up now.
So which way is the formation facing? Is this the front of it going down?
Front is facing you guys.
I don't know how to put character on the board.
Okay, so you go to your character sheet itself, and then just literally left click it and drag it over. And then click your token and then hit your initiative from your character sheet, and it should put it up there for you. So,
Oh, there we go. Okay.
yeah, alright, so you guys wanted to be about. Let's scoot these guys back a little bit. We'll get rid of this guy. See. Don't know who's who, but we'll get that figured out next week. Get rid of that guy. So yeah, you got this group of soldiers marching down. Let's see.
Is that 40 feet out?
Yeah, so kind of consider them off the map at the moment, but how far is that? Okay.
I started hailing at 60. You've currently got them at 50. So,
Alright, so yeah, they would probably proceed a little further, and then one of them will kind of march out as he's acting leader or whatever. What do you want?
I'll take a step forward. I'm here to discuss cessation of hostilities.
Yes, hostilities indeed. Scaring off our farmers, I see.
I did nothing of the sort with any of your farmers.
And you kind of see the soldiers kind of spacing out as you guys are starting to have this conversation.
I'll use telepathy saying, we want to discuss peace. And everyone hears it within 120 feet of me. Through their mind.
Yeah, these guys kind of... Some of them kind of freak out because they never had telepathy before. And they're like, oh, what was that? What was that? Somebody's in my head. Did you hear that too? Yeah, I heard that too. So you're kind of getting a little disarray in the ranks. However, the commander at the front's like, steal your stuff. These monsters mean nothing. We could fend them off if we have to. And they like kind of shuffling around, getting back into position. Kind of make another 5 feet approach as the front row has managed to space themselves, and the second row kind of spaces behind them, allowing the back row to finally space themselves out.
You speak of hostilities and monsters, yet you're the new people in these lands and approaching with numbers vastly greater than my own.
We have our orders.
And your orders involve destroying the homes of dryads and druids?
I suppose so. We're here for resources, and now I have no other command than taking care of what's right in this area. I don't know, he's just going on his gibberish about, you know, it's an invasion. What do you expect? We're not going to be friends.
Mr. Velos just says to everyone, like in his group, I told you they couldn't be reasoned with.
Then you don't want peace or trade? I say through the mind.
Let's see, let's get persuasion. And let me get back on that screen so we can see what's going on.
Do we get assistance on that since we actually have tried to start entreating?
Oh, sure, why not? Oh, look, it's a 13.
That's, you know, I was starting to say that and the dice roll came. I was like, well,
never mind, right? They're kind of set in their ways right now because they are under order to try to deal with this situation that you guys brought to them.
I would like to hear an answer from the commander if possible.
What did you ask? Oh.
So you don't want to discuss peace or trade?
Yeah, that's what we're on. Okay, so he's like, we have orders. You're the threat. We need to eliminate you.
I'm the threat.
Yes, you threaten our men, and we must act.
I've already said I did nothing of the sort, but as you wish.
Then you shall flee. And I...
No, they won't.
Nay, scoff.
Let me double check if I have an advantage. Let me just double check if I have advantage. I know I have advantage on some stuff, not everything.
I jump up and raised to about 100 feet in height.
And these guys are still kind of spacing themselves out to kind of make sure that they don't get caught in any kind of AoE effect, because they've had run-ins with your kind.
I draw my rapier.
And speaking of which, I need to roll their initiative.
There's gonna be a lot of attacks, guys.
Holy smoke. Maybe I will kill somebody, who knows? Maybe not. Alright, so as far as let's see here. Yeah, there's a lot of start and stop, and we'll have this better planned out next week for sure. But just to kind of get an idea here, we will go ahead and start with the initiative. Savelis, you kind of get the feeling that they're not listening to any of your guys' words, and they seem to be advancing on you and continuously spreading out and getting ready to kind of encircle your party that they can see.
Okay. So Savelis, you see him pull out his book, and then it kind of like opens on its own, and the pages like flip through as it condenses into a small like cell phone looking object. Then he holds it in front of him. Maho change, and then holds it to his side and presses a button.
I'm so done.
Oh my goodness, are we doing Power Rangers now? Well, I did say Saturday morning cartoons when I introduced this.
My gosh. So, do I keep the initial roll or should I keep the original one that I had?
What was your original?
18.
It'd be easier to keep the 18, that way you go next.
Okay.
My number pad will work. There we go. Alright, so you cast Mahu Change. Your walking speed increased by 10. You have advantage on Dex acrobatics check. You gain bonus to any Constitution saving throw. You become this person who I'm going to probably regret having in my campaign. Got it. So is that all for your turn, or?
So no, that's my bonus action.
Oh my goodness. No, go ahead.
I'm gonna run forward, and with my rapier, I'm going to swish it and say, didn't think I'd have to use this so early. Maho Ranger, multi-strike. And then he's going to disappear, and these guys, like these 5 guys in this line.
Uh-huh. Are you pulling a Master Yi?
I'm gonna use Steel Wind Strike.
Yeah.
I take it you have an attack for me, so how about you put that out there for me?
5 attacks. Let's see. First one. Oh, that's horrible. No worries.
First one kind of misses. And I'm supposed
Second
to
one.
How am I going to choreograph this shit? Alright. Yeah, that looks like it'll hit.
37 damage.
Holy shit.
Nerf.
Shit.
Awesome.
Nerf Master Yi.
3rd one. Guessing a 15 misses.
Yep.
4th one. Another 15. I'm rolling horribly now.
Okay.
And the
yeah.
last one.
Karma is on my side.
40 damage.
Oh, mercy. Okay. I will remember this.
And then I appear next to this one. Like right there.
So you disappear. You clunk. Oh, that didn't work. Stab. Oh, you got one. And then go to the next one. Clunk, clunk, stab. And then all of a sudden you reappear by the one that you started on. And he kind of looks over to his friends that just dropped dead, and then looks to you. He's like, You'll pay for that.
Don't underestimate us. And that's
Vile fiend, we'll put you down. And with that, it is Savelis' turn. Or wait, no,
No, it's my turn.
I'm sorry, that's, yeah, go ahead and
Yep,
go,
me too.
Merlin. Yeah, it had you two backwards whenever you ignore it. But go ahead.
I'm gonna flip mine upside down so it's easier to tell who's fucking who.
Okay, so let me see.
You could literally. Well, while you do that, I might try to upload that image.
Just make sure you have consent.
So which one was the cat?
No, I don't have time.
Actually, the captain alive now.
It's on your Discord. Come on.
I don't want to grab it though.
Okay, we're gonna move over to this one,
Okay, you go.
and then I'm going to use Bestial Claw. Use 3 key points, and
I thought I was only like key points. Did someone else go monk too?
No, he.
no,
means
side key points. Sorry.
Side key points. Yeah.
So strength. I didn't put an armor attack on, so does a 17 hit?
Yes.
Okay, and then that is. Let me get the roller for this. Okay. 4. Wait, no, stop. Okay, so 1. Set 3, so that's. 23.
You did that much damage?
1 sec, I'm just gonna double check the reading of it. It's too much reading. Yes, and that'll be it.
The commander that just watched you reach next to him, like, this is the commanding one. And he saw his comrade go down as you approach, and he's like, oh no, you're gonna pay for that!
Try me.
Okay, then let's do that. As it is now all of the guards' turn. Let's see here, we're gonna be doing a little maneuvering, seeing if we can't. Yep, that's what we're gonna do. This one here makes his way there, forming a perfect flank there. This guy's dead, this guy's dead, that guy's dead. This guy will go here. 5, 10, 15, 20. We're going to get you flanked as well. Flanks for everybody. Check on his buddy, but I think they have throwing weapons as well. Let me double check. Yep, we can throw stuff at him too, Chad. How about that? So...
How far? Because I said I was 100 feet up in the air.
Oh, don't worry. I'm not going to aim at you. You're out of reach. Freaking baby. Let's see.
Oh shit, I should have said that. Should have said I was in air. Shit.
Oops. 20, 60. This is how far they can throw. So let me see how far they have to move up to hit any of you. So that's the 60-foot range. So I can move them up about 3 spaces and be able to hit you guys or something like that in the back row. Alright. So yeah, these guys are all kind of marching to their own beat to get in position. Commander and the front line seem to have found people to engage. So starting with this one right here. Probably not going to be able to hit you, but they're going to try. What is your AC, by the way?
24.
Alright, so we're doing, at advantage, 2-handed spear attacks on both characters there. 19, 12, and you said 24. How the hell am I supposed to hit that?
With a lot of persistence.
Yeah, don't worry. This is just the front. This is just the... This is the off crew that came out here.
Yes.
Alright, so with that, they miss you. So, let's see, who am I
I
dealing
just
with
duck
here
and
again?
weave under the attacks.
Orlin.
Alright, Merlin. What's your AC? Merlin?
22.
Seriously,
22
what?
right now.
Do I even need to roll? Because I have a feeling this. Yeah, these guys.
Yeah.
I didn't grab the very best. I'm gonna have to actually put more thought into guards. But we'll go ahead and
Don't
keep
worry,
using this.
lower when it's regular stuff.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. And your AC was what again?
22, but 1 sec, I could still avoid that if
No,
No, you can't. Crits
You're
are
both
natural.
nat 20s.
Fine.
I was gonna say if it was 24, I'd still hit. But it's like you're not taking enough damage there anyway, right? 9/9. It's 18 points of damage from these two spears that came from you from both ends. They managed to just lunge them right deep into your torso and or lower part of your abdomen, just piercing through the stomach from the edge as they kind of get in between you there. So you got two spears sticking into you, then it comes sickening out as a little spray of blood starts to hit the ground from you getting wounded. Now we get to share the love with the rest of your friends. Who were my stealth?
I was talking, so I'm instantly out.
Yeah, so Raksha, you're still in stealth, I believe, right?
Yeah.
And then the rest of you? Alright, so I'm going to kind of spread this out.
Throw them at me. I was the talker. I had their attention.
Yeah, but you have AC. I don't want to just aim for you.
Yeah, but do they know that?
Well, yeah, you got a group of people behind you. Alright, I'll tell you what. Back row is nothing but yours, alright? That's 6 attacks for you.
Bring it.
So 6 spears go flying through the air. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, you one more. Here you go. What's your AC?
You got 1 to hit.
What's your AC though?
22.
Fuck you.
And I didn't do anything special for that.
Well, 8 points of damage as you finally get pierced by one. It kind of slams into a crevice of your shell and kind of pierces into an old wound that you might have gotten way before. Oh, yeah, I knew these guards were a bad idea, but you know, it'll work. It'll work. So that was the back line. I think there's 2, 3. There's 3 that I will aim. 1 at the bugbear. Who's this other character?
That's me. That's Soul.
Oh yeah, you get 2, friend.
Alright.
2 for him.
I actually have low AC right now as well, so these might hit.
Yeah, there you go. I got you. And then here's
Okay.
Yeah, that one hits.
and here's the bugbear.
Hits.
Alright.
Neat.
Why does it do
4
that?
points on. That was weak. You friend, and then 7. I do more damage without the critical hit on the bugbear than I did to you with a critical hit. Dang, that's how it rolls
Unfortunate.
sometimes. But yeah, so all these guards kind of got into position. They started flanking a couple of your friends. 6 spears come aiming after your turtle friend, and then you get a few stray spears coming back to the back line, hitting those who are revealed. And at this time,
What's the range on that?
on the spears,
Oh, like the distance of the guy that threw it at me.
it's probably right here, or not here, but here.
They're all within range anyway. So whoever used it on me, like I just reefed the spear out of me, a bit of blood spraying out. Grr, you bastard! And then I throw my pointer finger out at my index finger and cast Hellish Rebuke at 1st level.
Alright, let me see here. It's a high DC.
My gift didn't work.
Oh, you forgot an open bracket.
I did forget an open bracket. There we go.
Let's see, what is it? Dex? He will fail. So he takes
Alright, cool.
12 points of damage. And these guys are not sturdy at all. And he falls into the Hellish Rebuke flames and just screams out in agony and pain. With that, I believe we can move to Boom now.
Alright, I'll just dash to get here, and then I'll go bonus action to my tunnel fighter.
Alright, as you move there, you provoke attack of opportunity between these two.
Bring it.
Alright. I will try. I have hit you. So, stab. Stab. Alright, you managed to get by without getting stabbed. And then these two here are kind of turning around, noticing you getting in range. Or close by.
And that's my turn.
Oh, what was your turn? Just to get there?
Yeah, I had a dash.
Oh, did you have the double dash? Okay. Then in that case, it is Yagu's turn.
Oop.
Alright.
And there's the commander to my lower left, correct?
Yes. This guy right here.
Alright. That'll be non-lethal here is my option.
That will
Get
miss.
2 of those.
That will hit.
Damage on that one.
Alright, that hurt. But he's
And
still alive.
then...
Alright.
2 more of those.
Alright, that one hits. Dead.
And... So he's out. Well, lower left
after
is the knockout.
And
The commander, I thought, was
Oh.
the one
well,
lower
here,
left, yeah?
Let me ask you this.
Which is the
you-
commander, because that was the target.
Alright, so here's the thing. You could start on the commander, and then with that last
Okay.
unarmed strike, you can kill the guy that's actually behind you. Because,
It was all non-lethal.
alright,
they're
so
KO'd.
you go in there and you start whacking away at the main commander, and then you do a, subtle punch to knock him out, and he falls flat to the ground, and you still have one more flurry of blows left, so you kind of raise your right hand to the air, and as the guard that was right behind you tries to approach with a spear, you manage to smack him right there dead in the face, and he falls over, and he's unconscious now too. I will put different emblems on there so we know that they're unconscious or something, just something. And with that, anything else for your turn?
You know what? Nah, I'll stick it for there. I'll
Alright,
keep my reaction in case someone tries to run past.
Rashka.
I am going to. I can't really do anything without hurting someone else or one of the party members.
You're not a flaming torch. I think you can shoot something.
I know, but I was going to do 2 attacks, and now I hit party members now. I am going to try to take down the ones on the right side.
Alright, how do you want to do this?
They're humans, right?
Yeah.
Like humans.
Oh yeah. They're either human or elvish or half elf. Yeah.
Okay. I am going to fire 2 arrows on the one closest to me and 1 on the arrow, or 1 arrow on the one further away.
Alright, make a attack roll. Hit. That one misses. No, it hits. That one did. Okay, that's damage. 12, 9. Okay, so the one in the back takes 12 points of damage, right?
No, the one up front.
Okay, you want this one to take the 12 points of damage. Alright.
Yes.
You shoot him and kind of lands right through his neck and pops out the other side, and he falls over dead. Then you shoot the one in the back, right?
Yes, and that's a natural one.
Oh wait, was it? Oh wait, no. The first 2 shots that you fired off, like you killed this guy on the first shot.
Yes.
So the rest of that shot's gonna go to this guy, right? The 9
I didn't
points
know I
of
was going
damage.
to kill him, but I was.
Yeah. I'm trying to
Oh, okay.
aim at your shots for you. So that's 9 points of damage on the guy in the back, and then you try to fire your third shot, which, let's see here. Low is good, but high is high. High is bad. Alright, so with that, your arrow just kind of snaps as you let it loose, and it just breaks in half and just kind of tumbles forward as the shaft kind of shattered. Must have had a weakness inside of it. But yeah, you managed to shoot the first one square through the neck, and he falls over dead. And the one in the back's got a very deep, grievous wound right through his chest. Anything else for your turn?
I'm going to use my bonus action on Hellborn's, my next attack.
You know,
Why does it say I like that guy?
Favorite enemy.
Oh. I was trying to figure out that's not a damage type.
Just so you know, you can use a bonus action at the start of the turn. You don't have to do them in order.
I know,
Alright, just making
but
sure.
the 2 hours.
Just making sure. Nyland, it is your go.
I'm going to cast. Well, Fireball won't do good. Mel's Minute Meteors.
Okay.
Get the milfs up. Let's do it.
Where are you casting this, and what's the range?
It's a concentration spell. I get 6 of those orbs, and on a bonus action, I can move 2 of them. And
Are
they make a
you
dex saving throw. There is no.
So, quick question. When did you get the ability to learn a level 6 spell when I don't think we're capable of doing that yet?
No, it is. It's still in the notes that I took this at level 6.
Oh. Well, that's... Don't... Okay.
I need to remove that shit still.
Okay.
And then I'm going to throw 2 of those orbs as my bonus action to this guy.
So, I got one guy that needs to make a dex save. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
Alright, let's get him rolling on that. He fails. So he takes... I need you to roll the 2d6
It's fire damage, right?
Yes.
So that is 12... 22 damage because I get to apply my charisma modifier to fire damage. Because Spyro.
Alright, so that meteor goes shattering through the air and over... Who's in front of it? Uguay? And you see this tiny meteor just kind of shoot by you and blow up the guy behind the one you just knocked out. And he is dead on the ground, burning.
And I'm going to let his corpse explode, because why not?
Okay, now show me what that does.
So 5-foot radius centered on the corpse, it deals charisma modifier damage, if I remember correctly.
Well,
Yes,
in
so
that case,
that's
it just
fine.
blows up. Okay, so nothing
Yes.
happens because everybody spaced themselves out. Which, good job, guards.
You did it good.
You did it good. You did it good. Gold star for the guards for following orders on that part. So that corpse is gone. Nothing but ash there. Anything else for your turn,
then,
Nyland?
No, that was it. That was both my both the meteors that I could move.
Alright, Joey Wheeler, what do we got?
Alright, so, Soul begins to hear the light echo of a lion roaring in his head. And he just smirks and raises his fist up to his, head. And the ring that's on his middle finger, with the, lion carving in it, just, howls to him. And then he quickly just reefs it back, and he screams, "Henshin! Unbreakable body!" And, then this happens.
That happens, okay.
And I just get covered in this very, like, it has, like, a weird gold trimming to it, but mostly it's just, like, jet black, and it's this armor that covers my entire body. And my AC is now, 20, yeah.
Yeah, sure, that sounds about
and
right.
then...
I don't know why
And then
they're
I
doing
unsheath
all
my
this.
sword,
Okay.
and I come up to this guy. Am I flanking this dude now?
Yes.
Alright, and then I expend, how many quicken spells? So 2 sorcery points, and I cast Green Flame Blade as a bonus action, and I reef my blade in green flame that seems to emit from my my ring as well, as I just bring it around this guy.
All right.
It's a crit.
That.
Whoa, ho, ho.
No, that misses. I'm sorry. Well,
We've already established 12 points will kill the guy.
yeah, pretty
so
much. Yeah. I
You
mean,
killed him, his wife, and probably his
hopes,
son with
his
that.
dreams, his manhood, everything. Yeah, he's pretty much demasculated and disseminated, and
And then I
You
shake the
distribute.
green flame from my blade. Getcha!
well, this isn't an episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! I recall, but all right.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Power Rangers.
Well, I did say Saturday morning special. I mean, I didn't put any limit on that ideal, so no, I'm
Yeah,
cool
you
with
did
it.
this to
is-
yourself, man.
No, this is perfectly fine. We need to be entertaining, right? We need to have fun. So as long as everybody's having fun, it's all that matters. Merlin, what would you like to do?
Hey, I want to go first.
Oh,
I'm supposed
one
to
second.
go first.
Fixing actual unarmed attack, so I don't have to roll all the numbers. Well, I still can fly, so I'm gonna go up in the air now.
We got a
Gotcha.
Merlin gonna fly? Who's Merlin? Which one? What's that? That one? Okay,
I'm trying to
I
get the
gotcha.
fly thing.
right here.
Alright. Oh,
You
Yeah,
will
no,
provoke
just
an
trying to
attack of
fly.
opportunity if you try to fly off.
okay.
Do you
Well,
want
then
to take
first
it?
I'll attack. I'll attack the other guy then
Well, that'll be a good idea.
first. Yeah. Sorry.
Clear the field. Sounds like a great idea. I realized I used some weak NPCs to fight these guys, but at the same time, it also allows me to kind of see what nasty tricks they're gonna throw at me before I send in the real A team.
Okay. Add the last thing to my unarmed strike.
Matter of fact, I wonder.
Okay, and then I'll spend 1 psyche point if this didn't work.
That will hit.
And does 13 damage.
That will
Plus.
kill.
1d10 since I said, so 3. So yeah, just overkill. And then
Pretty
fly.
much.
Yeah.
Alright. So let's see. This guy here is dead now. And what do you want to do for the rest of your turn? You mentioned flying up.
So I'll fly up 10 feet and then move another 10 feet, I guess. Here, I guess. That's fine. Yeah.
Are you moving into an attack of opportunity? No, 10 feet's still a little far reach. But then again, they are wielding spears. Let me see the reach they have. 5 feet. Never mind. You're good.
Yep.
So now it is Sovelis.
Sibelius gives Soul a thumbs up, then moves up here.
That awkward close cam of the.
And then he turns to the guy behind him, and he says, "This is what happens when you disrespect the land." And he turns to these 4 that are all in a nice line.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
He takes he points his rapier at them, and it like kind of folds onto itself and makes like a gun. And then you just hear a voice from the ether saying, "Final strike!" And then he just says, "Maho Silva, lightning strike!"
Alright, give me a damage
Gosh
roll.
darn it.
And it flies back 10 feet with the force of the blast.
So I need to make dexterity saving throws for these guys. Oh my goodness. Alright. Oh my goodness, the damage already. So, 1, 2, 3. So let me get this straight. Half damage if they even
Half
save.
damage would be
If they even
16.
save. I'm gonna save you some time. And myself. And just put X's on these things here.
Honestly, they
'Cause,
rolled a 20 and completely miss it.
No, even a natural 20 wouldn't help them because it's still half damage. So half of 33 is like 17 or so, 16, 17.
16, yeah.
Yeah, and basically even if they did save, they're still dead. So this giant lightning bolt charges out of this gun-like weapon that you just produced from your psychic energy, am I correct?
No, it's just like for that attack it changes into and then it turns back into a rapier.
Just so you know, Emberg, I just moved the piece back where it was. There was a 5-foot space that was non-occupied, and then 10 feet away, the corpse of the one that is down. So, you know, they were kind of spaced out to the point to where that explosion didn't hurt anybody, which, yeah. But oh, he would have been. Well, no, that one was dead on, turned to ash anyway. But
Yep. I think what Emberg's getting at, the one that you have moved up, wasn't he in line with the other 4? They were a nice line of 5 before all the bullshit started flying.
No, I remember him being right here. Because these guys were starting to flank out. They haven't got to their full flanking out. And I think that's because he was right here originally and he put him out and then he put him out. That's where Turtle Man was before, if I'm not... Or wait, is it... Okay, this is the one that's unconscious. These two are unconscious. There was definitely open space here, because basically he used it and nobody was there to get exploded by it. I mean, I could still roll a death save if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure that he was...
I don't think it matters. I think Burke's just trying to...
No, I get it. I think I see the point there. Like, if this guy was supposed to be right there, then technically the guy in front of you should have made a death save, or would have lost a death save, or would have been dead. We'll just kill him. Screw it. He's not that important. But your lightning bolt killed the other 4, so you don't have to worry about none of that nonsense.
Yeah.
So,
Some of these guys were double and or triple stuffed with damage at this point.
yeah, so guard's turn, and they're like...
There's one guard left. Or, no, there's 2.
3.
Well, this one here, I think, is actually...
There's a total of 3.
That guy's
Oh, wait,
dead.
never mind.
That guy had a death symbol, which means he probably was dead. I couldn't get to it. So we got 2 guards that are still alive. So to avoid attack of opportunity, and they're going to double dash and try to get away, this guy is 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45. Yeah, he's going to continue off the map.
I get a attack of opportunity.
So you go ahead and make that. And then...
Because bugbears are broken with your extra reach. And Polearm Master.
Would I have reached? Which way did he go?
He stood at least 5 feet away from anybody. But, this guy here, he's going to take the disengage action.
Wait, where was he? Did he go just in a straight line in this area, or no?
No, he's, well...
He slid over 1,
Yeah, he was like...
so he would have started his dash from here and then north.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
never mind.
Yeah, because he was kind of racing away from you guys, but he's unaware of the bugbear. So your bugbear makes an attack. Go ahead and... Okay, that's everything. Yeah. He dead. This is just a field day, guys. Alright. So he dead. This one's starting to run away. It is now Boom's turn.
Is that where he is, or is he farther off the map?
No, he actually made it to that point, so that's exactly where he is, because he didn't have the double dash. He had to use his action to disengage.
Alright, well then I'll just move here and then whack him a couple times.
How big is your reach?
20 foot.
Awesome.
Yeah, so how do you want to do this?
I'll just like cut his foot off, and then he'll fall into the dirt, and eat some dirt and not get back up.
Alright. So this guy is screaming, curdling blood as his foot gets cut off. Eventually he will bleed out and die. You guys have exited combat. This small army of people are dead. The gates immediately close.
I'm going to fly up into reach with my 4 remaining bulls and send them against the gate.
Oh Christ!
Are we gonna take on a whole city? Is that the
Nope,
plan?
I just want the fire.
Make an attack roll?
Diplomacy fucked.
I should have expected as much.
Should have taken Dance Macabre.
They should have listened, but they didn't.
Well, the doors can't make a dex save, so I assume that hits.
Oh, is that what we have to do?
Yeah. So they would hit.
Yes, that is 13 fire damage times 4.
Why can I not find that now?
52.
You know, I'm gonna have to actually see your rolls, so make sure you give me a damage roll that actually displays the
Okay.
correct number next time. Alright? But, yeah,
Oh
so
yeah,
you,
well I can click it a couple more times if you want.
but, you pretty much, throw this flame of meteors at the gate just to get rid of them and just blow it up.
No, the thing is that he has 6. He used 2, and then with
He had
13
4 remaining he wanted to spend on the door because he had them.
Yeah.
So, I'm assuming it probably blew up then with the amount of damage.
That's good. Good assumption, yeah. I'm gonna
Well,
have to
let's exterminate a village, you know?
Oh no, I'm gonna leave it
Peace.
at that.
Calm down.
You
Is
mentioned
15 to bury not enough for you?
Started yet.
14, excluding the one that turned to cinders.
You do have a unconscious corpse next to you, or unconscious one. One that you subdued.
I will.
He'll be stabilized.
I will touch him and he'll be stabilized.
Okay, my medicine check's irrelevant. Cool.
Just touch him.
Well, either way, you stabilize him and then you kind of come over there and you kind of wake him up with a heal. He comes to and he's kind of panicked because now you guys are kind of surrounding him. The front gate has been blown off its hinges and there are people who are trying to work to fix that situation. No telling what might come out of this city. However, at this point, you guys are left to your own devices at the moment.
Are you well enough to walk?
He's not sure how to answer you, even though he kind of nods his head yes.
I will.
He doesn't know what to
Yeah.
do. You pretty much got him
Yeah.
conquered. So
Start.
Well, I'm not restraining him or doing anything hostile necessarily. But
all right.
if
so
you would kindly wait a second, I would like to write a short note for you to take back with you.
don't seem to have any choice in the matter here.
You're the one that started the confrontation. I did say I would like to talk, and you said you had your orders.
I did have my orders, and you pretty much prevented us from carrying them out.
I'll get this note typed up real quick, even though probably all going to be a waste, seeing as there's
Mm-hmm.
a literal charnel house in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With a big grin on
And,
his face.
and they all know that's the sad point.
And can you write down that, oh, do you know plants are a living being too? So tell me, 14 to thousands in your comparison?
Let me get perception checks from everybody as I set something else up while you're doing all this.
Oh, by now my suit would have disappeared and I'm back to the good old white clothes.
Because I'm a shield, that's a nat 20.
Screw your shield. No. Let's see here. Trying to. Ah, there it is. Alright, for the purpose of this, Yagu, Soul Rider, you are not surprised. However, everybody else in the party, depending, of course.
Well, my sword, or my glaive, is a weapon of warning, so none of my companions can be surprised.
And I have advantage on this one.
Well, they won't be surprised, but they're still going to get sneaked attacked. As I'm trying to reveal... Basically, you guys were checking to see if you could see these guys stealthing into your region. Trying to debate who all... I really do have to get you guys
Wait.
tokens.
Where were they hiding though?
And
I mean,
how
isn't
would
all
they
this
hit
place
me?
just burned down? Like it's just clear all around?
You guys were distracted by all the bodies and the corpses. There's still ridges
could be-
and grass and everything else they could be hiding through. And you guys just literally spent your entire attention staring at a gate and blowing it up. It's pretty easy to sneak out the other side of the city and come around the edges. Or
Smoke
maybe
and
they...
embers,
Yeah.
you? Smoke and embers.
I never said I landed.
Same here. I could touch them from 15 feet away.
I was just positioning. If you're in the air, screw you. It just means
This is
you're
just-
going to flank
Just for
somebody else.
confirmation, we're not surprised, but they are stealth attacking us.
Yes.
Okay, that's very good to know.
I beat
And
their-
about this
so they
time,
don't
this
get
guy
the
lets out
stealth.
a... What?
They don't get their stealth. I
They
saw
don't
them
get it on you.
on
Yeah,
me.
you saw it. You're fine. That's why one moved
Well,
away.
so-
So, I should get you two out of the way since it's just going to be normal attack. I am trying out new monsters that I might be using in a future run anyway. So, 2 short sword attacks on Yugwe.
Is that on?
No, Turtle.
So they'll both miss.
And he'll stare at you like, God damn it, what the hell is this thing made of? Let's see here. Let's move. Who is my other troublemaker? This guy right here. We'll go ahead and go ahead and take that with advantage since they popped out his shadow flanking you.
Yep.
$22 and an 18.
I'm going to pop a shield.
And what does that put you at?
That puts me at 25.
So they will both miss. And then the other guy on the other side will attack you. Cheaters. Those will both miss because of your shield. Now we'll deal with this guy right here. 16 and
Ooh.
a 24.
Well, the 16 misses, the 24 hits.
Make a DC. Well, why doesn't it tell? Wow, Monster Manual, get your shit together. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. And the
Alright.
DC was
15.
but I don't see their saving throw here. DC.
what's their like?
Target must make
modifier?
a DC on a failed that there should be a number there. Well, what? These people just... Okay, I should definitely put into customer service. This monster manual is missing a lot of shit. I might actually do that. Because I paid for being lazy and they took it away from me.
Like, I legitimately think it's a DC 15, though. Like, if I remember the assassin correctly.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Where would they be in the freaking monster manual?
No, did you guys know I did?
Is it not in the compendium?
That's from the monster manual that you have to buy through Roll20. And
It is in the compendium, just like on the main page. Short sword. Make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw.
Alright, so you will not take the poison damage, but you'll take the 7. No, I'm
Take
just a little...
half of the poison damage.
Or half, then that'll be 12. Alright.
As my reaction, I'm gonna use my golden defense. So let's see, that would be 18. So I'll spend a level 4 spell slot to reduce the damage to 0.
Alright, mental note. That is broken. Might have to come back to that one later. No, seriously. Mark that one down. I might need to take that one apart. Because if
That's
you're
a
going
What
to
do you
lot,
mean?
right?
No. If you're going to come up with a homebrew class that's going to negate...
That's not
the-
homebrew, man. That's official content.
That's Unearthed Arcana, which isn't official.
No, man. It's Sword Coast Adventures Guide,
Oh,
official.
really? When the hell did they make Power Ranger a fucking class?
I mean,
Why
I
do
changed
feel
the
like-
name.
Why do I
but-
feel like you're lying to me there? I don't know. Do I really need to
Like,
look
I
this
changed
up?
the name of the ability. It's supposed to be Song of Defense, but I changed it to Golden Defense to fit the flavor of my
While you're
character.
okay, you can use your reaction to spin one spell slot. Reduce that to... So, what spell slot did you burn?
A level 4 spell slot. Since I would take 18 damage, I reduced it. Well, 19 damage, I reduced it.
Okay, now that makes sense, I guess. Who are we? Oh yeah, this is just me trying to kill you guys, but it's not working. We'll go to Boom. It's like if it's gonna be a bunch of mathematics just to try to hit you, why do I even bother? 21 or 17?
The 21 will hit.
Alright. 6 piercing and 23 poison. And 23 poison. Another thing, don't they have sneak attack? 46. This is your sneak attack damage to Soul. Or who was it that I was?
Hey?
Yeah, this is your sneak attack damage. I forgot to add that. So 14 to you. And then to Boom. 10. So technically 12 if you got that 20 from that one hit. And then 10 to Boom. Plus the other damage there. Let's see here. Is there anybody I have not given any love to?
Me, but I'm flying.
Rock shot.
Same here.
Yeah.
I've got one for you. So let's chat.
That was a rather meek sounding. Yeah, you don't sound too excited about this.
He might be the only one I can
I know,
actually kill.
Yeah.
Alright, so 2 short sword attacks on you. Don't worry, Flyers, I got something for you too. 14 and 13, do they hit?
16.
Alright, you're good. And even in the air, it would still be an unseen attack unless you notice, which you didn't because you were busy blowing up the gate.
Woohoo!
16 hit on
17.
Lucky Fish. couldn't get advantage on you because of your stupid flyer, but I'll remember this.
I'm telling you, dude, in closed spaces, these flyers won't.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry, I got their number next. This is all pretty much me testing everything. Alright, let's see. Who did I not get? I'm gonna move this guy out of the way. Though I probably shouldn't. Let me move all these other dead bodies that we know are dead. And that will bring us to actually a new initiative order, so let me clear. Go ahead and click your token and roll your initiative.
The two of us that weren't surprised, well, none of us were surprised. So wouldn't we just all act?
Well, they appeared and the initiative order ended last time because combat was ended. A little bit of time passed, he blew off some steam, and then, you know, you're back in the new initiative. So,
Would
yeah.
I get advantage since I got nat 20 on initiative or no?
Why do you need advantage if you got a nat 20?
Let's see.
Not from the last row, no. It's all a new round of combat.
Alright.
Yeah, quit. You're not winning this time. Well, you probably will, but
Yes.
all right.
Yes,
So with that,
most likely.
all right, everybody roll.
Unfortunately, yeah.
So that will put us at Nyland. You just saw this arrow come shooting out from below.
I'm going to cast Eldrick's Blast on that guy.
Give me the attack.
And I don't know how many bolts I get for it.
Get
So you
to.
need- Yeah, you need to remember this stuff. All right, let's see what we got here. Well, that will hit.
I'm pretty sure they both function off the same attack roll. It's the damage.
No, they don't.
No, they
No,
get
I have to
they
make
get
a separate
separate
attack
attacks.
roll.
And they both hit. Go ahead and give me some XP. Or give me some XP so I can level up and you guys stay the same.
Yes.
Yeah, our GM needs levels apparently.
Apparently. I'm working on it. Like, I'm slowly gaining ground here. Alright, so
That's 11.
got it. 2 bolts of Eldritch Blast beats down from the air and hits this new entity as you look down at this shadowy figure. It is now Savelis.
Alright.
These new shadowy
Oh.
figures seem to have come to disrupt your party.
I think I'm gonna have to top off on my Maho change.
The
And
DM sounds defeated. I am.
and then I'm gonna look around. Is this furthest guy from me within 30 feet? Ah, he's just outside.
That's a damn shame, son.
Yeah, I can only hit 4 of them, possibly.
Well, that's Master Yi for you.
So I'm going to like disappear again and say, multi-strike.
This ain't broken at all, is it? Hit. Ouch. Oh wait,
No,
these
the
guys
second
actually-
one.
This one actually has. So that one was directed at which one? This one? Or this one?
I'm gonna say that it's the first one will be next to me. The second one will be the one above, next to the bugbear. The third will be to the left of Saul. The fourth will be to the one to the right of Saul.
Do you have like a budgie going berserk back there?
It's a parrot outside my window, and it's really annoying me.
I need
They make
attack rolls
pellet
for
guns for
the.
this.
I need attack rolls for the others, right? All right. So that one hits by the bugbear, right?
Yeah.
My gosh, the animation.
No, man, you're just freaking. I don't know. All right. So where's the third attack going?
To the left of Saul.
All right. Go ahead and roll damage on that one. I believe that still hits.
And this one is to the right of Saul.
hit. That will hurt. Alright.
Oh, this guy's just in range. So the one like next to the fire boy.
Alright, give me an attack. Yeah, so I'm about to call you guys. No.
And I'm gonna appear right over here.
Alright. So you go rippling through the air and just smash through all these guys doing some damage. And then you reappear and now you're in a perfect flanking position. And I really think I'm going to be reading up on your class very closely and scrutinize you the next time we play. So you better make sure you know your rules, because once I break them, I'm going to break it hard.
Don't worry, man. I can handle it.
I will remember this. And especially in the other campaign. I get to carry my hatred over. You don't. Alright. So...
Since the assassins already went, and in 5e,
no,
surprise
that was
rounds
a...
are not, or...
Well, they were still stealth, and they still, like, even though it was like their surprise round of coming out, I would
Just
still...
let
I'm
them
just,
have it. I'm pretty sure no
I'm
one's gonna
seriously-
die.
Why do
There's
you
no
even have
chance
that
they're
shit?
gonna win us.
Why do you? Why are you crying? I mean, I'm trying to grab things out of the woodwork for you. The only thing I think can actually put a challenge on this table is if I give you a fucking lich to fight.
Still would die. Maybe.
Alright.
Again, do all out attack on the lich and kill it in one hit.
Legendary reactions and legendary resistance will come into play, and layer actions will come into play. He will not be fighting by himself, that's for sure. Alright. See what we can do here. As much as I would like to beat the snot out of this guy right here, that AC is a fucking annoying.
Come at me, man. I can handle it. I'm a big boy.
I wonder if they have. Like, I know what the monster manual needs to do. They need to give these guys, like, provisional items that they might have on them.
I mean, I'm assuming they can choose to hide on their turn to regain stealth attack.
They have to have somewhere to hide, though. They can't just... Unless they can become invisible.
Well, in this instance here, you guys...
Well, they would have advantage and do sneak attack if they're surrounding you.
Yeah, like, in this situation with the 3, they definitely each would get sneak attack advantage on you. So I guess we'll just take out the next best thing. That guy right there. 6 rounds of blades. And your shield's down at this time, right?
I'm gonna repop it, so I only take the crit.
You still take the crit.
Yeah, that's fine.
Now roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Yep.
So, let's see here. Just to make it easy, ignore the 28, and then just do 9 plus 5 plus 29.
Will do.
Alright. Dear Lord, that's a lot of D6s on my screen. Alright. So that was those 3 trying to kill that guy. That didn't go well.
Alright. I'm going to...
You're gonna sit tight, unless... No,
He
you're
still
gonna...
got 4
Alright.
Yeah,
Alright,
I'm
yeah,
still playing.
Assassin's right.
I'm still playing
So
human
many
chess
of them.
here, so hold on. I haven't taken my hand off these other pieces yet. Bonus action, disengage. And then he's gonna jump into the bodies. And try to hide next turn.
Okay.
Oh man.
I'm pretty sure we'll get perception at an advantage because bodies don't move. If he does anything there, though.
What are these? Are they elves?
I don't know. I just grabbed assassins off to the side.
So
Oh, look like Drow.
They almost look like goddamn night hags if you get close enough.
Alright, so
Just saying, if you're elves, I can actually spend a moment and
Bugbear,
tell where all the elves are near me.
what's your AC again?
AC is 19.
Oh, okay, so I'll hit you. Alright, cool. Somebody I can actually hit. Hallelujah. And I need two I need 2 constitution saving throws from you.
He gets 3 attacks.
He gets 2 attacks. Wait. Oh, I'm sorry, I rolled it 3 times. I didn't realize it. So ignore the bottom. Make 1. Sorry. It kind of slipped on that second dice, I guess. I don't remember it going off. So 1 misses, 1 hits. And you'll take the full brunt of that damage of 8 plus 24. Alright? No sneak attack damage because he doesn't get it. Bonus action, disengage. Yeah, he's just going to slowly try to get his way out of here because you guys are just too much. Alright, I let off my finger. Go ahead and kill him.
Alright, so after taking that pretty big hit, I spend 2 sorcerer points, and suddenly I split off into 3 copies of myself as a bonus action. And then this guy that's between my buddy and I, I'm going to strike at him with my green flame blade. 24.
Yeah, it hits.
So, yeah, 11. And then this guy right here, 5 feet from him, the flame bounds off from his ally and hits him.
Oh, thanks for reminding
10
me.
damage.
Raksha. I'll definitely throw you one. Alright, so which guy did you attack initially? I'm sorry.
So this dude here.
Alright, so that guy takes 11.
Yep.
And then another guy takes.
This guy above me takes 10.
Alright. And because I missed that and you brought it up, here you go, Raksha.
Yeah, they both had.
Alright, give me a constitution saving throw. Twice. Just had to say something, didn't you? Alright, you'll save on the last one, but you'll take full damage on the first. So 26, and then 4 plus 17, 16, be 8, 12 on the second.
38.
Alright, all together, yep. How are you doing? You should still be alive, right? Yeah, you're fine. Alright, anything else for your turn, so Ryda?
That's it. That's all I can do.
Raksha. Raksha. Raksha.
I'm going to. Okay, I'm going to take the chance and actually use my bonus action to dash away. First round of combat, right? So 40 feet.
Depends, because technically it would be second round since they brought you in at the second round. Go ahead though, I'll let you get it. As you get an attack of opportunity. You said you were dashing, not disengaging, right? Got her?
I can't disengage.
So I will take a stab at you. Alright, you get away from that one.
It's a natural one.
Yeah, you
So
get away.
roll the
Fine.
come on.
Like you need it, come on. Medium severity, nothing too tragic. Just manages to sling some poison off his blade. It becomes less effective. I mean, it just wasn't Wasn't in the stars for him to hit, but he still maintains his blade. And
Okay, I'm going to look around and see that one party member is surrounded, almost. I'm going to try to help.
why are you worried for those two? Go ahead.
Because I don't have advantage on that one. Plus, I don't... like.
It's a team game, man.
Yeah.
No,
And
no,
plus,
no.
I want to hit multiple people.
Yeah, go for it.
How good is... You know what, never mind.
No, do
Don't worry
it. Just
about
do it. Just do it. Just do it.
You just do
Just
it,
do
man.
it. You can't
I'm going to
hurt
make a
them.
cone.
You can't hurt them.
I'm gonna do...
Alright?
And I'm going to use Conjure Barrage.
Alright, post it. That will hit.
I don't think that actually needs to be an attack roll.
Yeah, it doesn't need an attack roll. It's
Oh,
a saving
well.
throw.
Well, then.
Well, that sucks.
Conjure Barrage itself kind of sucks, honestly.
So
Oh,
he-
two nat ones.
Yeah, no, 3d8. Yeah, he rolled 2 1s there. That hurt.
Ah, 4 damage. My spleen.
Oh, yeah, and they all saved.
No, I kind of positioned it.
No,
where,
one of them didn't.
One of them
That was
got
him.
hit.
Yeah, that was me.
that wasn't my people, that was your
That was the
people.
first
No, the first
assassin.
Oh, I
Yeah,
guess
the
he
first-
got it. So I'll give him the 8. Don't worry. I'll give it to
I
this
have
guy.
one more question.
I have no more answers. Go ahead.
Oh, too bad.
Ask.
Would that count as an attack?
It was an attack, yes.
So I have 2 more attacks.
Or wait.
Don't-
And
Is it a
Don't try that. That's a spell. Don't try that, man.
Yeah, that's a
Okay.
spell action, yeah.
okay, I wasn't sure if those would.
You
actually
probably
count
would have
that.
been better off foregoing your spell, unless it's like
Well,
a
do you have
bonus.
2 attacks though? Or no?
Oh no! I only if I make an attack can I get the other 2.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Conjure Barrage like an assisted attack, so you still have to make an attack in that area, or?
No, Conjure Barrage is a spell where you hold up a weapon or a piece of ammunition and it conjures a bunch of them to fly forward.
Yeah, don't be using your spells. Use your freaking bow.
Okay.
At least if it was me, I would just use bow and just get utility spells.
Your spells are for when you have disadvantage to attack that are behind cover crap.
Okay. I don't know. I have
Probably
all
should've
these
used
spells. I want to
Elect
use some.
Thorns.
So you try to do a barrage. They all take a little bit of damage in that region, and that
Yeah,
brings
and-
us.
I can't do anything else, so I'll end.
All right, boom.
All right. I'll move here and then take a couple swings at this guy.
It's
Yeah,
a
the-
hit.
Okay.
Not sure how I feel about this long reach. I'm still.
How
kinda
do you
thinking-
feel
I'm
having
starting
your
to think
arms be
that,
longer than your height?
Like, yeah, like seriously, this reach is unconvincing.
It's in the book, but
Yeah.
It's very
It's-
unconvincing.
it's always been
Bugbear.
strange to me.
It's
That
in the
was like
book.
a-
I don't think they intended it to be mixed as such.
Yeah, like I think there should definitely be some penalties to that, or. But you're playing it because you want to try it, so I'm not gonna hurt it. Let's see. So 8, 17. So let's take that off. Let's back in here and take another bit off. He's looking very worse for wear as you. I don't even know how to describe your attacks, man. As you reach out and try to touch someone, he takes a significant amount of damage as you wiggle your glaive at it from a distance. And anything else for your turn?
Wiggle.
No. That's my action and bonus action.
You know what? The only way I can make this make sense to me in my head is I'm just imagining him with cartoon arms, and he's just
Yeah, stretching.
yeah, he's
He's
just
Jake
literally
Kirby
just-
at this
like
point.
that. That's the only way this is going to make sense for me. So your character now has stretchy arms. But don't abuse that fact, okay? If I find you abusing it, I'll snap your
Hey.
arm off. Merlin, give me something that I can make sense of.
It won't make sense of. I'm sorry.
None of this
There's
makes
no
sense.
sense.
got-
Okay.
I got Power Rangers, I got Yu-Gi-Oh, I got Stretchy
Okay.
Armstrong.
Okay. So,
I think we're missing Mighty Mouse and Underdog at the moment.
You know what? I'm gonna be the weird class person. Okay, I'm gonna use 7 psyche points and make myself huge.
Ooh. Alright, which one's your token?
6, 7. Hey, no. It's this
Here it
one.
is. And let's see.
There we go. My reach extends extra 10 feet, and this lasts for a minute. I shall then move over to yonder and punch this guy in the face.
All right.
Really, really hard. Okay. Now,
Yes, it does. Get out of here, Rockstar.
arm strike. That's a 20. Do damage. And then the damage for being a giant. Where are you? An extra 2d6 and roll. And he does a total of that damage. 9 plus 7 plus 4.
20.
I thought you could have just said 20, but
Oh, that hurt, you fuck. Or you puck. I'm sorry, this is family friendly now, right?
no.
Fuck! Alright, Yagu, or anything else on your turn before I turn it to Yagu. Alright then. 3,
I think
2,
that's all
1.
I can do.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright then, Yagu, show me something that makes sense. Roll yourself into a ball and just finish this. I mean, come on.
I don't have, what is that, Ramus? I don't have the Ramus shoulder. Don't worry
Oh
about that.
man. We had Master Yi. Kali, probably.
I mean, I could get anywhere in the battlefield, but yeah, as far as I'm aware, I was writing a note before some dude tried to stab me twice and then fucked off.
I will tell you, this guy looks pretty worse for wear. Yeah, well, these guys surrounding here looks pretty worse for wear.
Oh yeah, and I have to make it's a concentration spell, so if you hit me, then I can lose it if possible. Just saying.
Okay,
I think the monster token stays above the dead token.
that's a damn shame. I was literally trying to hide him. But no, tell me what you're doing.
I know
don't be
he's there.
watching
He
me.
done fucked off.
Don't watch me.
You know, having completed. Whoa. Okay, my ping just went off for no reason. Having completed my note before this rude guy just tried to kill me. I will stand there
Alright.
and do my monk business.
Show him the open palm fist attack of many things. Those both hit. Give me 1 damage.
I have to roll them separate
Or
because they
actually,
roll.
never mind. It would actually take both hits to kill it. And that guy crumples to the ground and from your attacks. What else would you like to do?
I still have leftover movement out the ass.
By all means, you can approach another one and go into whatever else you monks like to do. I mean, mean, you might as well have fun too. I mean,
Didn't have fun on an initiative on a 3.5. The fight was half over when I started my goddamn.
are you
and
attacking him or
then-
the elf?
I'm standing here, so you know
Oh, well, what do you want?
the invisible people don't get on his other side.
All right. So, anything else for your turn? Yeah. They don't like your hard shell already. I don't think you need patient defense. All right, Nyland, you want to burn them all?
No, that would
No,
take too
you're-
much of my
Look,
friends.
you're my
Nah, it's
savior.
fine.
Listen to me.
Seriously?
Listen to me.
Hit
No,
me.
You're-
go ahead.
you're-
Just do it.
You're my savior. Do something to them. I would
Between
love
the
to see.
three of us, whether you make a save or try to, attack and hit, like
I
I
don't
would
know.
good.
spend like a fireball.
All
Don't
right.
worry, I can revive them. You can kill them away.
All right, go ahead and
So I cast a level 3 fireball.
you're casting it right here in this range, right?
Yes.
This is gonna be interesting.
Yeah. Show me that attack. Everybody try to beat that save. How far from that point does it explode?
20 feet, and I have a range of 300 feet on it, so I don't
Well,
have to
you
move
can.
down.
Yeah. Well, you're not that.
Where are
far
you
away.
placed in the center of it?
Yeah, let's see. Ping the center so we can figure out where to
There.
set. Are you making sure you hit him
You-
too?
You want to hit me?
Yep, that'll do it. Alright, make a DC 17 dex save.
I take 0 damage.
Yeah. And
I take the whole thing.
what was that yummy damage, by the way? 34? Alright.
34, yes.
Alright, so now let me make these dex saves real quick. 17 is what we gotta beat. First one saves. Second one fails. Third one fails. So, let's see here. That was 38 we said, or 34. So it'll be 17?
Yeah, 17 half.
Minus 17. 34 will kill that one and that one. So this ball of fire comes barreling down from the sky and burns everything within the 20 feet radius of this location here.
I will not let them explode. Like, not.
No, come on. This is the only way I'm going to be able to kill your friends.
Make one explode.
Exactly.
He'll be fine. Or make, just make the
Well,
one
no,
that
because
actually.
that would be 10 fire damage.
No, that'll be fine. It'll be fine. I can revive them.
Alright,
Fine.
so
It's only,
Yes, but I'm not going to do it.
only 5 damage for me.
alright, Pyromancer, is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
So something that just hit you, so Rida, which is fire, means next round you'll be immune or resistant.
And I deal an extra fat 1d6, even though I'm not going to be able to do it.
Yeah.
Pretty sure everyone's going to be dead.
Yeah, pretty much. So with Nyland's turn finished, Savelis.
As the flames bathe him, he the edges of his suit look a bit singed, and he turns over and says, "Hey, watch where you're shooting that thing."
Hit me. Watch where you're shooting that.
Yeah, he heard you say hit me. He's like, I thought it was saying.
So, yes, so I did.
And then he's gonna pull back out his Maho cellular and press a few buttons and press send, and then hold it in front of him.
Jeez.
Then you see, and then he shouts Maho change,
Well, you
ultra speed mode.
your character build is just out of time, dude. I don't.
I wonder if you have more stuff than me.
Is that like a can of mace? Oh, okay. So you cast haste on a creature who is willing. Who are you casting haste on?
Myself.
All right, so you haste yourself. That I can understand that. Just tell me the basics, and then you can flavor it, so I know what I'm dealing with. Okay, so you cast
Yeah,
haste
so
on
my AC
yourself.
goes up to 5d6.
And what else are you doing? What's your turn?
And the wheels on the side of my head rev up, and I just appear and like speed over to this guy,
Uh-huh.
and I stab at him with my rapier.
Well, that's normal of you. Go for it.
It missed. Ugh.
Oh,
Ugh.
oh, don't sound so disheartened. Okay, is that like a natural one? I'm just curious.
No, those are 2s.
Okay, I'm just making sure. All right, so with that, these assassins are going to try to do some stuff. Further off that way. Go ahead and.
That's in there. I didn't notice that.
Yeah, no, he hid in the bodies.
It's covering up over my information on my character by accident.
So if you want to see that guy run away, you'll have to beat a perception of 28.
Can I roll that now or no?
Yeah, go ahead. Let's see if he gets away.
Motherfucker!
Close on that second one.
Miracle! He's going to be able to report his findings. Alright. That's everybody?
Paul, did you roll?
Perception check.
Oh
if
shit!
you wanna
I
see
mean,
the
I
guy.
can't get that. My highest can be 26. That's
You
it.
can
No,
get
just
it-
roll.
You can get
If
a
you get
20.
that 20,
Yeah, if it's
just
20.
roll
There's
with
always
it.
a 5% chance you notice.
See, you
any-
got 20. You got 20. It's good.
No, that's a regular 20. That's a modified 20. I do believe there is a difference. However, I will. There is one
There's a
person who's
dirty
just
20.
been looking around, just minding his own business. He would never make it. He's not paying attention. He's got a ball of yarn. You
Wait,
see,
how is he hidden? How is he hidden?
he
He's
first
not. He
died.
just never entered the fray.
No, wait, no. We're talking about the assassin that jumped into the bodies, and then the next turn he kind of manipulated the bodies to kind of hide himself, and then he just ducked into the bushes that were nearby.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's been kind of staging that to get out of there, and it worked.
I didn't notice him. I'm sorry, everyone.
No, that's perfectly fine.
No,
all your
no,
fault.
because I
I hate
covered.
you.
No, because I covered up with my character sheet. I'm like, oh, that's
Yep, he got away.
cute.
He got away. So with that, this assassin is forced to fight or fly.
Then why is he still there?
Because I'm trying to think if I want him to fight or fly. Like, fly away, not actually fly.
Well, roll 20 if he.
No,
If
I'm
he
just
goes
gonna have him attack because it's a lost battle for him anyway. Well, here's what he'll do. He'll attack on the way out. That's what he'll do. Alright,
Both
Power
hit.
Ranger. Do any of those hit?
Yeah, they both do.
Are you kidding me? I actually hit him?
I can't shield.
Now, give me 2 Constitution saving throws. Well, you're fine
And my
there.
thing.
So, 10 and 13 plus 5 and 8.
Wait, so how much was it, sorry?
8 plus 5, which is what? 13, and then 13 more
Yeah.
is 26. Oh, did I get one?
Wait, so it was 26 in total?
No, it would have actually been another 10 points after that.
Okay, I'm actually down.
Nice. That means this guy can run away without an attack of opportunity on it. And he will get 30 feet away.
Wait, it was that guy attacking? Because he would have missed me.
Well, yeah, he was... Oh,
I thought you were talking about the one next
I
to
forgot
Paul.
about the one down there. I was trying to get this guy out of here. I apologize.
Yeah,
Now,
those both missed. Get bent.
Oh, wait, were they on you?
That one that was up
There's
here.
no way in hell they would
Alright.
ever attack me.
So then in that case, he's going to take the disengage act, or disengage as a bonus action
Oh.
and get away from you. Alright, let me try to hit you again, sir. It could be worse,
Yeah, it could be.
but it's not.
They miss. My AC is 20.
Alright.
Oh, I thought those were on me. Holy
Yeah,
moly.
I apologize. I don't recognize your tokens.
They should
for
have been.
you.
I
Yeah.
want someone to attack me. Come on. Like, come on. I'm a giant.
Disengage. And he's gonna try to get away. So, Ryder, go right ahead.
Alright, I spend 2 sorcerer points. Hold up my ring. Form change! Speedo!
Mercy.
So over this Power Ranger shit though.
Yeah.
I thought
Like
you
it
got-
was funny the first round or two, but like it got old
No.
fast.
It's perfectly fine.
Hey, you got him.
And then I'm gonna green flame blade. And then with extra 6 fire damage. And then as my actual action, I'm just gonna longsword attack him. Just for the overkill.
Oh, with his actual action.
Actual action.
Well, he was hasted, right? So he got an extra round.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
can. Bullshit.
I wonder if it will compound all this together. Ooh, it will. So I could just type minus. He takes all of your swings, your blows, your eldritch blast, your green flame, your long sword, and he kind of stares at you. Is that your best? Ah, that hurts. Poor guy. He's still alive though.
Oh.
Yeah, and that guy is 30 feet away from you, and that will end their turn. Roshka.
Going to shoot.
Wait,
one
what about the
arrow.
guy with me?
There is no guy with you.
The one right underneath me.
Wait, what?
Yeah, there
Come
is.
Oh,
I want to see
forgot
his
about
hat. Come on.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to leave you out. Give me a second. It's sad when people are reminding me to attack him.
There's a lot of shit going on.
Yeah, too much.
Alright, how about that?
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna expend my reaction to.
Ah,
I mean,
Christ.
seriously, if you're gonna
By
stop
two.
me from attacking, why don't you just shut up? We could have been done.
No, I'm gonna make it hard for you.
Oh,
I want to
mercy.
be fair.
Welcome to Chaotic Calling Streaming. This is why it's called Chaotic Calling. Just so you know. Yes, I knew this was a bad idea starting out, but hey, I dug my own grave. I
We're
might
gonna
as well
put you to a
jump.
goddamn coronary.
It's... All right.
Just
So,
attack me.
what did you do?
I increased with my reaction. I increased my AC by 2, spending 2 key points, psyche points, so that would miss.
Oh, I did it just so they can have a playground for now. But at the same time, this is supposed to be my mid-level training ground. But right now, they're just tearing it apart. It's like,
Throw
See, and-
tougher fights.
no,
And as a
I'm
mid-level
building.
training ground, this is awful because all this overpowered bullshit
I
is
know,
going
you
to
get-
color your mid-level experience for the regular campaigns where it doesn't happen.
I know, and that's going to be a damn shame for Borden,
No, the problem
Leo,
is that
and-
there were so many people. So many people. They like, oh, we
Yeah.
can have fun.
Yeah. Don't even worry about it. I'm not even mad. I just like to exaggerate that I am. So with that, you nullified any attack of me doing anything. So thanks for wasting 5 minutes of my life as we go back to your shop. Rashka, make something happen that actually makes sense.
I'm just gonna shoot some arrows.
Yeah, why don't you do that for me? Because that sounds like something I can get behind. I take it we're attacking this guy, right? Yeah. You got him. Go for it. Make me some attack rolls. miss, hit, you get one more, right?
No, only the first turn gets it.
Oh, okay. So go ahead and give me a damage roll.
And actually, since I have a giant right beside him, that's advantage for pack tactics. So
Oh yeah, so go ahead and
Thank you.
roll damage again. Alright.
I don't know if he's elf or human or half elf, but I just threw that out there anyway.
Yeah, I got you for it. You like that guy? He's your favorite enemy. It's awesome. Anything else for your turn?
No, that's it.
Sure you ain't got a bonus action that allows you to go twice your speed and twice your AC?
That's
I
the
have
mobile
it twice
speed.
my speed. But
You know, I kind of forced you into the most normal character you could ever play, and these guys are like coming out of the woodworks with...
yeah, I wanted to go a cursed or a ghost.
Yeah, I'm published, alright?
Boom.
Get off my back.
Well, since I'm
Okay,
almost
so-
fucking dead, I don't
So
have any
I'm
healing.
Don't worry, I have healing.
I will start
One of these days,
doing
I'm
a
going
one.
to rewrite 5e altogether.
I'm going
5e,
to start
dude.
doing that
You
as my
don't-
bonus action.
But you can only do it once per day, can't you? Or so many times?
It takes a minute to do the.
You cannot use this ability if you attacked the creature within the past 10
Yeah,
minutes.
you can't do it.
No.
Don't do it in fights.
I'm
but
doing
yeah.
the second part, not the first. Not the first.
Well, you
first
have-
part. I'm going to start the concentration,
But you have to stay
where I can
concentrated
sense
for a
favored
minute.
enemies within 5 miles. Yeah, I was just
Well,
going
you-
to start.
it's better to use that outside combat, that's all I'm saying.
Okay.
No, what I'm saying, you can't use this ability if you attack the creature. Like, that's in the first paragraph that supersedes the following paragraph.
I know, but that was for like beasts or anything that I'm trying to sense their mood of. That's
Boom, tell
not
me
the
something that you
sensing my
want to do.
favorite enemy.
Well, it says additionally you can use. That's in addition to actually using the ability. And you can't use the ability for 10 minutes after combat.
Alright, Boom's attacking. Can we move on, please?
The fuck is Boom? Fucking 20-foot reach.
So he stretches his arm out, stabs the glaive out, and this guy that was looking at the, who is that, Soul Rider? He's like, was that your bet? And then his glaive comes piercing through the back of his chest, and oh, never mind, there was more. And he falls over dead. I am looking forward to tomorrow's campaign so much.
Normality, finally.
Yes, I can finally. Don't worry, I'm still building up to the mid levels, and I know this is off the wall and crazy, and I'm not going to assume this is how it's going to work, but I will be more prepared. So, with that, you come on, tell me what you're doing, Boom. You can actually talk. I'm not going to interrupt you.
You guys are talking, so I was just in
Yeah,
the
go ahead
background.
and I don't. Yeah, make sure you go ahead and chime in, because yeah, you have to cut these people off, or they'll just run you over. So that's a total of how much?
That's a total of 26 damage on this guy on the top right.
Okay, by actually no, it's
Assuming
not. No, he's actually
22
30
and
feet.
16 hit.
No, he's actually 30 feet from where he actually is because he's off screen. I apologize.
Oh.
So yeah, he's a little bit further away than that 20-foot range reach. He is 50 feet away from that reach.
Well, then instead of attacking, I'll go into a defensive stance and then end my turn.
All right. Moonly. Yeah, you still got that guy. You can actually fight if you want. I mean, you don't have to, but you can.
Now, do I utterly destroy him, or do I just capture him?
Utterly-
I'll capture him.
Utterly, you don't have any utters, but by all means.
Okay. I got the fun. Just saying.
Yeah. I thought you were
I'm
going
gonna-
with the pun to begin with. All right, so
I'm gonna go strength check and grab him.
oh,
And no, let's see.
Welcome back.
Hey,
I do acrobatics or dex to get out of it. Oh, actually, I should roll this. I apologize. He has an actual acrobatic skill. You reach down to try to snag him. He just kind of wiggles out of your grasp. Action burn. What do you want to do?
Let's see.
Yagu, you're on deck.
Sorry, there's a lot of reading. I should have just punched him. Whatever. Yeah, there's too
Punch
much.
him as a
reading.
bonus action.
I don't think I could. Wait. I'm gonna ram him. I'm gonna just full sprint run straight at him.
Well, you're technically flying in the air and you're 10 feet above him. So
Still
keep that in
huge.
mind.
Well, I'm huge, and I thought I would just grow with the body, and my feet would hit the.
Well, if you... I
You
think
still
you
have
need...
movement.
Yeah,
Like,
you would have to
Yeah.
run away and then come at him. Like, I think you have to have, what, 20 feet of distance between you and your target to ram, I believe. Unless, go ahead and pull it
Okay.
up for me if you will. Like, if there's conditions that says otherwise, because I know, like, what, an elk has to charge at somebody, it has to be 20 feet away from it to start its movement. So you'd have to spend your movement to get 20 feet away, and then you would have to come back in on it.
Yeah, I have 40 feet movement, so I can move 20 feet back, and then. Well. Well.
I mean, don't you have the charge on spell card that you can just click?
I'm trying to find it. Shit, no.
Level 10, you get to stack all these abilities in your card,
There we
and
go.
you can never find
I
it.
think. No, that's not it. Shoot. Gorin Rush. Never mind. Forget it.
Forget it? Alright, so your
Forget it.
turn's pretty much burned then, right? Anything else?
Yeah.
Alright.
Nope.
Yagu.
Do the monk thing again.
Yeah, do something that makes sense for me, please. So, the takeaway that I have so far, go ahead and roll damage, is classes, I could probably bend the rules for a little bit. But when it comes, or not classes, but races. But when it comes to the classes, I think I'm going to stick to the core. So let's see, what do we got there? A total of 20. He is still standing.
Okay, there's time for that fun thing.
Yep, you spend a key point and you go into a flurry of blows, be my guess.
Those will both hit, I assume.
Yes.
It wouldn't matter, I've got advantage on all of it anyway, because
Oh yeah, you're
flanking, I think. He's in the air a little
Question
bit.
mark?
but-
Well, no, he did try to come down and reach for him.
Yeah.
And so yeah, you got it. Don't worry. But still both hits, naturally.
So there's 16 more, and
Ooh, he is hanging on by a thread.
not quite finished yet.
You, and he's like staring at you like he's about to faint from a KO, and he's like, I can take you. And he must. Okay, so
I would like that strength save to push him 15,
if you
because
you
fuck
must,
him.
you must succeed on a dex saving throw or be knocked prone. It must
I
make
can
a
choose.
straight saving throw. Okay, you can push it up to 50. So you're just pushing him away?
Yeah.
He saves.
He did pass his.
So he just kind of brunts that last punch that came in. He's like, ugh. And he's just standing there barely hanging on by a thread and he's just looking up at you like, why did I even come out today?
And then I get to make a free grapple.
How?
Tavern Brawler bonus.
Great job.
Nope. You used your bonus action to do Flurry of Blows.
That's a key point.
Still a bonus
As
action.
a bonus action.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
You can spend a key point to do that as a bonus action.
Hey, I got one.
That's too far scrolled. There you go.
Got him!
Enjoy it.
Whew. Don't worry, I'm still on a hangman's noose here, guys. I was like, no, I don't think. Okay, but anyway, we're gonna move on. So that's.
I had to try it.
No, it's alright. That's the end of your turn, right? Nothing else you can do, no reactions I can expect. Alright, Nyland. Feel
I
free
mean, I
to,
still have reactions, but
Nyland, feel free to blow that turtle up.
No.
blow the
but
turtle up. I am the least of your damn concern.
Hold on, I'm actually entertaining an ideal in my head. Alright, go ahead.
But I am going to cast Chaos Bolt to that on that assassin at level 1.
Oh, roll me an attack roll then. I think that might do it. I think you need to roll me some damage now, right?
Yeah, I got.
Alright, and with that, how would you like to do this?
I go for lightning damage.
Alright.
Don't you have to roll the table?
No, he has to take one of his 2 rolls, and that's the table. So he had a choice of force and psychic, actually. So you have to pick one of those. But
Oh, then I just take force and knock him flying.
yeah, because the table is derived from your 2d8s, if I recall correctly, because I have seen this in play a
Yes.
couple times.
Yep.
Yeah, I thought I'd seen this in play a couple times. We had this conversation.
And that's why I asked, don't you have to roll the table? Like,
Yeah.
5 was
Well, he was like,
on it.
yeah, the 5 was his secondary table, but it's based off your 2d8, so you have to kind of go over and look at the d8s. But, yeah, you still kill him, though. I'm not taking that away from you. So you kill him with, what was it? Psychic or force?
Force damage. 16 force damage.
Alright, so he gets pushed and forced from this magical onslaught of a chaotic bolt, or a chaos bolt, and then just kind of crumples to the ground. And you guys are once again out of combat.
No, we're not.
Yes, you are. That guy's.
I got
now-
someone to take care of.
No, he's technically gone already.
If you can beat the 20...
He's 30
He-
feet away from
No,
me.
he's not
no,
technically
he
there.
ran
He
away.
double dashed and he's gone. He's stealth. You guys didn't perceive him as he stealthed away.
Could
That
I?
top one, though.
Top
he
one
also
has
ran.
a. Yeah, he's a certain distance away. He's
He's
well,
30
he's
feet
currently,
away from
yeah,
me.
he's currently 30 from me. So yeah, you could probably act.
And
over.
I have 80 feet of
You
me.
Wait,
guys
didn't
are
I
just
kill
in-
that guy?
No. You killed the guy down at south. Yeah. This guy here you killed.
Oh, I thought I was
There's
killing
a
the guy
guy
up.
way up here. Yeah, and I forgot about him too. So go ahead.
Yeah, I thought I killed
Or-
that guy.
Savelis, go ahead with your turn so we can get somewhere.
I'm gonna just step up to him casually because I have an 80-foot movement at this point.
Why
And
do I
I'm
play
gonna-
this game? Haste though. Haste is pretty pain in the ass anyway. Go ahead.
Take my rapier. I'm gonna cast Booming Blade on him. Swish it around as it glows blue and I slash down at him.
Alright. Okay.
Okay, so that's 15 damage. How does he
For the
look?
record, none of you Power Ranger bastards are invited on a stealth mission with all your screaming.
Don't worry, I'm good
He
stealth
is
mission
still
person.
alive. He is still alive.
That's why I didn't take proficiency in stealth, because it doesn't fit my character.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm a great stealth character.
Alright, so yeah,
Right.
you come out there, you do your booming rapier, and he is still alive. Anything else for your turn?
Does he look like? Does it look like one more shot will take him down, or does it look like?
No, it looks
he's
like it's
still
gonna
got
have
some
to be.
juice?
It's gonna have to be something heavier than what you've already done.
Okay, I'm gonna try to stab him with my rapier then with a normal attack.
All right, go ahead and roll. That would be a wiffle bat, if you would. He kind of
Yeah, and then I
bats you
say-
away.
Then I say, "You'll never escape."
He says, "Ha! Watch me!" And his turn comes around, and he will use a bonus action to first disengage. He continues to get a little ways away from you, about 30 feet, finds a tree, and says, he peers out from the tree, he says, "Watch me!"
As soon as he moves, a voice from the ether says, "Final strike!" As my booming blade procs. I really hope I roll max damage on this.
Even if he disengaged?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
he moves.
Yeah, moves.
Okay.
And I slash an X into the air and it flies forward towards him and hits him.
For how much?
Only
Just
6
6?
damage, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, he kind of takes that damage, and he kind of goes, "Heh, that's what you think." And he gets behind a tree and just, and starts to stealth. And if you want to perceive where he's at, you're the only one who can. Roll perception.
Aw.
You do
How
not get
far
to
would
see
he
him.
be?
He is technically 60 feet away from the original spot, and so is your friend.
So he'd be 60 feet away from him.
Yep. From the initial point right here, he would be 60 feet further away. And, you know, that's where he had to go to approach him, so he would be also 30 or 60 feet off the map.
I say in his head, "We'll find you." With telekinesis.
Alright.
Well, the telepathy, sorry. Just
That's what you
protection
think.
there.
But yeah. So yeah, the two managed to get away after trying to do a sneak attack assault on you. You now have all these dead corpses laying at your feet. You have one guard who was waiting for a letter, who just kind of probably could have ran away, but he somehow managed to stick around.
That was a letter.
He's like, "Do you got that letter and you'll let me go?"
Unless my murder hobo friends have anything to say about a letter going back.
I could ferry him closer. Him there in a jiffy.
I'll just walk. Thank you. And he'll take the letter and quickly start running away. You're out of combat. The town starts putting up a giant barricade where the gate has been destroyed, and you guys are pretty much triumphant. Giafarama just kind of looks up. "Oh, did we finally finish this business?"
Maybe.
Well then,
We could go to the village.
I would prefer if we go back and talk to our Trent friend. I'm kind of in need of a nap.
Okay.
I'll meet you guys there, and then I start double dashing towards the
About
base
that time
with
that
my
you
80
said,
feet of movement.
by about the time you get to that ideal, your haste wears off, and you become lethargic.
It's been that much time already?
Oh yeah, the guy ran away. You guys been sitting here talking.
I didn't
And
sit here
you've already
talking.
had. Well, technically, you're far away from the party anyway. Did you come back? You don't even tell anybody. You want to go away? Go away. Now think about it.
Yeah. I'll be
But-
like, I'll
well-
meet you guys there and leave because I want to rest real bad.
Well, I'm just thinking, if you
need
go
to
out on your
do it
own,
as
it's
well.
still only 1 minute, and then if you got caught out,
Okay, I'd also shrink then because my concentration would end.
all right.
shrink back to my normal size.
Come on now, I'm trying to pull us back in so we can slowly close this down so I can rethink my strategy for next week. But yeah, you guys managed to clear the immediate threat, stop them from burning down the fields, take out part of their newbie army, and then take out several of their trained assassins, where a couple of them who kind of evaluated your powers.
2 of them.
Yeah, they managed to get away, and we might see them somewhere later on down the road. But next week,
23 dead, 2 wounded, 3 wounded.
Do I need to like make a Twitch kill counter for you guys?
For this campaign, probably.
Yeah.
That actually might be
Because
fun.
one encounter.
Does anybody need healing, or do we want to just rest at home?
I say we just rest at home. If you need a catnap, I can hook you up.
Well, on a scale from 0 to 121, I'm at a 9.
Did I really hurt you that much? Damn. Okay.
Well, when
I cast a healing word on him.
when he cast
got
that fireball, it took like 40 damage.
Yeah, see,
I
it's
got
not even
taken
me, so
from
I need to
100.
bring in more spellcasters. Mentally noted. But yeah,
I got taken from 102 health to 30.
nice.
I'm down from
I only-
72 to 21.
I
Honestly,
lost 8 hit points the
the
entire
only
fight, so
thing
I'm
that
pretty cool.
probably Nylon probably did half my work. I mean, seriously, I'm not gonna lie.
That is true.
And
Hey,
it
someone
only
said
happened.
it. So I did.
Yeah, and it only happened because I told him to do it. So,
I
I'm left with 3 health away from my max, so I'm good.
all right. So,
So I healed someone for 9 hit points.
so you all make it back to the caverns, able to chill out. You are all now max level 20. No, I'm just kidding. You're not that. No,
If you can't handle level 10, I don't know if you can handle level 20.
no, it's fine. Well, at least then I
Level
don't even
20, I'm
have
an
to work.
actual god, so.
No,
I can't wait till level 11. That's when I get broken.
you're already. All of you are.
No. No. No.
You mean I get my other transformation? Cool.
I will be checking over a few of these classes. Double checking
even get
you
to
and
use
checking
mine.
anything, you know. But no, this was a pretty much a test field though. I just wanted you guys to just go loose with whatever you can come up with that you could find, homebrew, whatever, within reason. And even then, after I said that, I realized half those reasons went out the window. But I digress. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to our little crazy Saturday morning shindig that we just put together here. We're going to do this again next week. Everybody's welcome to come back out. Maybe Fernberg, who is from the Wednesday campaign, will make a character and join us. I don't know. But hopefully he gets to feeling better. Heard he wasn't feeling too good, so hopefully he gets to feeling better. But join us tomorrow at 12 p.m. Central Time, where we go back to Citadel Kingdom for our Timor Kingdom group, who have to figure out how to save their sorcerer from certain doom.
And a rogue in a tree.
Yes, this was very, very silly, and Bert, trust me, I was cringing half the time too. But we'll get back to normal tomorrow, and next week I will try to get the chat. If we get some more people in chat to kind of help me co-DM this in a way, we can try to come up with some situations, some monsters I could throw at them. I mean, they think they're indestructible at this point, so it's up to us to band together and make the ring of assassins that will be sent out to kill them, or whatever we can come up with. So we'll put that through the ringer. Next Wednesday is the 4th of July. We will not be streaming Tynak Kingdom, unfortunately. I do love you guys. You guys have a great story that's going on. But what I will do, Burke, if you could join us, or anybody else out there who's watching, join me on Wednesday for a world building stream. We're gonna start creating NPCs that can contend with all these crazy characters. As a matter of fact, since they started using homebrew, I'm going to go into the homebrew and see what I can find. So look forward to that. So keep that in mind. Come join us Wednesday night at 7 p.m. That's the normal time for Tynak Kingdom. We'll come back to that next the week after. and hopefully, what was it? You guys are still in a cavern. You guys you didn't make any progress last game, did you?
Nothing done last time.
You guys spent 4 hours wandering around there, which, don't get me wrong, it was still a lot of fun. So you guys got a lot of cavern to explore, a possible manticore to kill, and some other things. But that campaign's got some good things going for it. And then, yeah, next Saturday we'll do this again. More planned, more organized, but I just kind of... This is our session 0. This wasn't supposed to be a real, serious session. But as soon as I saw... weakness, I know. It started off weak, and then it kind of built up. In a way, I still kind of burn resources, so I could be proud of that. But, yeah. We will do variety streams, like, off and on through the week when we're not streaming D&D. So if you see me streaming, feel free to come by, say hi in chat. I'll definitely interact with you guys while we play games like Dragon's Dogma Online, Diablo 3, Black Desert Online. All kinds of games that we might have, especially Warframe and stuff like that. So, just trying to fill in that dead air between sessions so you guys could drop in, talk about the campaigns, tell us what you like, what's going on, stuff like that. But other than that, we will catch you tomorrow afternoon. And if you guys want to say goodbye to chat, be my guest.
Adios on YouTube.
Johnny.
Games.
Later.
Night night, guys.
Yep. And
Alright.
I will be also making a YouTube archive for this craziness, so keep tuned for that, and have a good night. Bye.